Good evening, everyone. It is 9:30 Eastern Standard on a beautiful Monday night. We're getting ready to dive into the final D&D session of the season. That both excites me and breaks my heart to say. I hate that we're going to have to wait until January 12th for the next session of the Shadows of Despair, but know that we are going to be getting into a whole lot of fun when that session comes around. And we're not going to leave you wanting. We've got a fun-filled session tonight. I'm hoping for some dramatic reads, some drama, some trauma, maybe some dice rolls, maybe even some combat. Who knows? But that all said, before we dive into the recap of the last session, we have the ad read for tonight's sponsor. We are joined once again by the lovely ladies over at thegrumpycookies.com. Attention adventurers, anime lovers, dice goblins, wandering wizards, and anyone who has ever yelled at a video game boss. It is time for your weekly reminder that thegrumpycookies.com is still out there being awesome. Yes, your favorite sponsor is back, dropping loot like a generous DM on a good mood day. They've got shirts that spark joy, accessories that scream fandom pride, and gifts so fun that your whole party will wonder if you multiclassed into Santa. Whether you're gearing up for holiday quests, leveling up your winter wardrobe, or just want something cool to flex out at game night, thegrumpycookies.com have exactly what you need. And probably a few things you didn't know you needed, but now desperately do. So go treat yourself, brave traveler. Legendary style awaits. And with that, when our heroes left off last session, they had just survived a dramatic conflict, a clash with a powerful undead knight, a fallen paladin of Palor. And after returning the soul to rest, and a brief conversation amongst the companions, Count Marcel arrived, bidding delightful information in his mind of where one of their quarry could be found. Opening a portal, he provided immediate travel for the companions to where the wizard they are hunting found. They found Orwin's Tower, far to the north in the mountains, or not to the northwest in the mountains. Snow still falling fairly fresh, but not fallen upon the tower in such a manner to allude to the tower's longevity. No, it appears that the tower had recently been magicked into being there, as far too little snow had fallen upon the tower itself. The party, weary from their recent conflicts, deemed it wise to rest, and Marcel blessed them with a safe hovel in which to rest, summoning an invisible structure that will protect them through the night as they settle in for the night to resist the cold weather and recover their vitality and their resources for the long slog and the difficult battles to come. So, we begin tonight's episode, A Night of Sharing. Let's get into the chat with the others.
Do as much as we want until that happens.
And here I am. It has happened.
I saw talking as you were talking, so I was like, let the digger grave.
Okay, so I heard you were talking shit.
Oh shit, when did the DM get here?
That's my secret. I never left. Anyways, so as I said, last time we left off, you guys had just acquired a safe place with which to rest. The Marcel conjuring. Originally, I had wanted it to be one spell, but I've decided instead, after you guys had passed through the portal, and you saw the tower and were deciding that you weren't ready to assault it yet. You guys were trying to figure out how best to set up camp, and Marcel walks over to a tree. He watches. He pulls out a piece of what appears to be chalk, and starts drawing on the tree. And it's a really wonky, not perfectly square, vaguely door-like shape, complete with a little squiggle that could be the doorknob. And he turns and he beams to you all with childlike glee as he reaches out to the chalk squiggle and grabs it as though it was a tangible object, twists and opens the tree. And you see there's a passage beyond the opened bark of the tree. And it is not tree-like on the inside. In fact, it is worked stone. Do you enter into the doorway?
Is Marcel still there, just like holding the door for us?
Yes, he is. Very much is.
Marcel's a very trustworthy guy.
He hasn't done too much to give you guys too many reasons to distrust.
I mean, he's a little quirky, but
He's weird, doesn't mean he's bad.
I am not the first person to go into his creepy sex dungeon.
Jesus. What did you say was on the other side of it?
It appears to be worked stone, a pathway, a hall going inwards. You can't really see in there from where you're standing, but you can see that it's not tree bark or tree wood on the inside. You don't see the rings of the wood of the interior of the tree. Instead, you see literally worked stone, like a brick path almost.
And where's that go?
Oh, it goes into a place where you can rest and have food.
Looks at tower, looks back to door, looks down at self, looks back to tower.
At which point, he holds up both hands. He goes, "In order for clarity, I understand you think that the gift is given with ulterior motives. No, you are providing entertainment for me. This is trade. I am paying for the entertainment you will provide."
Fine. Valor just walks. Valor pushes past and walks through the strange little magical door.
And as you walk through, at the hallway, the stone hallway, is only about maybe 5 to 10 feet deep. But as upon exiting the hallway, it opens up into this vast foyer. Easily, the walls on either side of you go for at least 30 feet in each direction before cornering, and then probably another 10 feet down. There's a pair of doorways going down into your right and to your left, and another 10 to 20 feet down. There's another pair of doors, and there's several paths coming off of this central foyer. It's at least 60 feet tall, and you can see that there is like a skylight up above. It's almost like a glass ceiling, and you see birds that you have the likes of which you've never seen before fly overhead, and you can see and hear just a whole cacophony of beautiful, whistles and twitters and just beautiful birds making beautiful music. And there's at least 3 levels that you could tell to this building, at least in the area that you are at, because of the railings and the path up above on to your right, to your left, and up ahead of you, encircling this foyer that you are in. And at the far end, you see a large staircase going up to the next level. along with a pair of doors on either side. Like it looks like a ginormous mansion that you just walked into. And about the time that you finish taking stock of what you see, a tray comes floating up to you, almost like an invisible butler is carrying it. And there is a collection of glasses. There's a tall flute glass filled with some kind of wine, a small stout glass that has a couple of ice cubes with some kind of brown liquor whiskey in it, a pint of ale, and a simple glass of water. As the tray comes up and hovers in front of you, waiting for you to make a selection, and upon you either making a selection or ignoring it long enough, it drifts away. And to the rest of you, as each of you elect to go in, you have the same exact experience. And each of you will notice that as the next person comes in, it's almost as if by literal magic that a tray manifests with these beverage options and drifts up to the next person that came in.
It's quite a magnificent mansion. But I'm
Uh,
sorry.
you're already capped out on inspiration, or I'd give you one.
I know. But I'm
Don't you have wine?
Did you say what?
Don't you have wine? As I look like
That's
the
what-
ale in the.
There is wine. That was the first glass I mentioned.
I never heard wine. I heard whiskey.
No, there was a tall flute-like glass with wine, and then there was a glass of whiskey, a mug of ale, and then a glass of water.
Oh, right. I'd take the wine. 100%.
Vernon will grab the water. Is there ice in the water?
Yes.
Ooh. Sel
Like-
would also grab a water.
Like all of the beverages are chilled, other than, well, the ale is also chilled. But if anybody voices an objection to the ale being cold, if they happen to be the type that preferred a mulled ale, the tray kind of bobbles, like asking for you to set the mug down. And upon setting the mug down, you see the mug kind of vibrate a little bit, and some steam starts wisping off of the mug, off of the liquid inside. And if you pick it up again, it is warmed.
Actually, here's a question. Does it disappear after we grab a drink?
It drifts away and then goes down a hallway, almost like a server heading back towards the kitchen. But if you watch it, within like 2 or 3 paces down the hallway, it straight up just disappears.
If it doesn't disappear fast enough, Vernon is going to grab a second drink.
All right.
Valor's just gonna
Agreed,
grab
master.
a glass of whiskey and down it in a single gulp.
In contrast, Vernon is also going to grab the whiskey, take a baby fucking sip, and almost retch.
Baby's first whiskey.
I'm not drinking mine yet. I'm watching and waiting to see.
Nothing questionable happens.
After Vernon tastes the whiskey, he just hands it to Totar.
Totar puts his hand up, does a slight little gesture of no thank you, walks over to Lucky and points at the bottle.
You want wine?
In that case, Vernon is going to hand it to Valor.
Wine comes from berries, grapes. Makes good in forest. It's easy to make, unlike that other stuff. Too much rot.
And it's not
Oh,
actually a bottle of wine, it's literally a glass of wine. So there was a glass of wine on each tray that came to each of you. So if you chose the wine,
okay.
if you wanted the wine, there is
Right.
the option of wine.
Then I will take a wine. I misheard. I apologize.
I never took you for a wine drinker. Cheers.
Looks at the fancy glass. Cheers with you. Still stares at it, feeling awkward. Wood cup would be better.
Agreed. A wood cup would be better.
About that time, you guys see as a tray comes out with 2 wooden chalices filled with wine.
Totar reaches out very quickly, puts it back, puts the other one back on the tray. Hey, feels better.
I shall also swap. But then it'd be like side-eyeing it mischievously, like, do you know what would go great right now? An entire roast turkey.
You gonna eat the cup?
And about that time, a tray floats out of a side doorway with an entire roasted turkey.
I could.
I
really
need to
go
learn the
for-
smell.
I could really go for Lucky's private diary right now.
A tray comes out of the hallway. There's a diary on it. And it says Lucky's private diary.
Oh my.
And it comes right up to you, Vernon.
What language is it written in?
In common, it says Lucky's private diary.
Yeah, not knowing what to do with it, Vernon grabs the diary and then just quickly hands it off to Lucky.
All right, Lucky, you have Lucky's private diary.
No,
Actually,
Vernon.
one
You
of
asked
those
for it. No, you
Oh,
asked
no.
for it, you open it. Go on.
Because
Curious
like
what's
the
in
moment,
it, to be
the-
honest.
the moment that he takes the diary, the tray bobbles off like this, like a server has delivered their delivery and is returning to the kitchen. And once it goes down a hallway, 2 or 3 steps, it dissipates. So you have the diary now, Vernon. As Lucky returns it, does not take it from you.
Is this real?
I
You
don't
can
know.
open
Open
it.
it and find out.
Do you open the diary?
Vernon just kind of frowns at Lucky. Like, are you sure?
You asked for it.
It's your diary.
I don't say anything. I just stare at him with my one beady eye,
Okay.
giving him like the hard stare for fucking Paddington.
The-
Go
the-
on.
The stare that
Open
cats
it.
do.
Yeah.
Vernon goes and opens it.
It is completely fucking blank.
He doesn't know how to write,
No,
idiot. He doesn't know how to write, idiot.
Ugh, God, you are all idiots. And
Oh.
Valor starts walking away.
I was gonna say, Cell just face palms after that statement.
like
Dude.
like Marcel's kind of sitting off to the side just grinning. He goes, there is only so much that the mansion can provide to you. It can give you what you ask for, it just may not give it all the details correctly.
Valor stops for just a second and it looks like he's considering something before shaking his head and continuing to walk off.
If you have a material need in the form of sustenance, it will meet all needs.
Totar about to say something and puts his hand down, shakes his head.
Some things it will not provide, it will not attempt. And he points to the book. That was my humor.
This is fun.
Well, I knew it wasn't real because I don't keep one.
And to which he looks at you, gives you a very knowing wink and a smirk. He goes, that's why it's funny, yeah?
Oh yeah, I got that one. Seriously, you thought I'd keep all my secrets in a super secret hidden diary under my pillow? Really? Really?
Cell
I mean,
He can't keep his
discreetly
teeth in his mouth.
Oh, I need everybody to roll perceptions.
Shut up, Totar.
Oh,
Shut up,
perception?
Totar.
Everybody roll me perceptions.
Oh, I'm terrible at these, man.
Because everybody's kind of been focused on primarily the book situation. Damn. Yeah, you're terrible at those.
Where's my perception? Where's my perception? There it is.
Okay, so Valor and Totar don't notice it. Lucky and Vernon, well, actually no, Valor catches on late, but Cell and Ebony are probably on the verge of cracking up, giggling to themselves, as over in one corner there has been a small parade of trays carrying beef bones.
Yeah.
And there's a very happy beast wagging his tail with a pile of beef bones that he's chewing on one, and then he takes another one as the tray comes up, starts chewing on it cheerfully, and then another one, and then another one. And then about this time, eventually Totar catches on, and Beast kind of looks at Totar, looks at the bones, looks at Totar, takes one last one, and the trays stop coming. As he's got a low tail wag, kind of like, please don't be mad.
I look at him. I'm rolling. You carry your own.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Valor just kind of stares at it for stares at Beast and his pile of beef bones. Well, they're beast bones at this point. Anyway. and just eventually cracks a very small grin. Probably the first time that he's had anything except a scowl on his face.
And Beast is just merrily wagging his tail, crunching away. And just so you guys know, for the rest of the night that you guys are here, anytime that you guys feel you need to look for Beast, that's where he is. He is there, locked in, crunching through like the rest of the night.
Oh my god.
He is in doggy heaven at the moment.
No.
Yeah.
Like they're literally like beef ribs with just little bits of like dried meat still on the bone that he's ripping that off, crunching the bone, getting the marrow and everything, and just destroying these bones.
No.
Very happy doggo.
I will
It's a
say,
funny dog board.
when Lucky mentions, that he doesn't keep like a diary and whatnot, Cell kind of just subconsciously like shifts her bag a little bit, kind of more like, distributing the weight of the bag as if there was a particular object that suddenly felt way heavier.
Done.
Oh,
Done.
Can I insight that? Would I have noticed that?
I'm
Did
going to need a
you-
fresh round of perceptions from everyone. See if you guys
Oh,
noticed
no.
that.
I noticed nothing. I don't even know where I'm at.
And Ebony, I need a sleight of hand from you.
I feel like Ebony would probably know this. She may
Oh, I
not know what it
I didn't
looks
mean
like or
Ebony. I
anything,
meant Cell. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
I'm
but-
sorry.
Wait, sleight of hand?
That was a really
Alright.
good roll, though.
Why
That
would
is
you do this?
that is not a very good roll, though.
Can I burn an inspiration?
You
please?
most certainly can. I will gladly take those from you. That is a much better
Alright.
roll.
So much better.
So Lucky, go ahead and roll me an insight. And Ebony, roll me a deception. I'm going to fuck, I keep calling it Ebony. I don't mean Ebony. Cell, roll me a deception. Fuck.
Why do you gotta do this to me? Look at all my.
They're such good rolls. I'm so mad for you.
Wait, so
Oh.
I'm rolling deception now?
Yes, you are, because you're the one that's hiding it.
Okay, fair
Okay, so I mean that's still a really good roll too. So.
Mad face.
I'm just gonna steal a fucking smut book and try to hide it. There we go. That's gonna be my roll.
Okay. So yes. That's what happened. Is you were sitting there and you thought about a smut book, and then a tray comes out with a smut book, And you managed to pocket it and nobody noticed. Because honestly, nobody noticed. Nobody rolled high enough.
my-
And even if they did, nobody rolled it. Nobody. I don't think anybody's gonna roll a high enough insight without a really fucking good roll to beat that. Because that was a 19 on the die each time.
Damn.
So
It's
yes,
like I'm making sure these
you have a
rolls
smut
get
book.
you.
You have a smut book.
Oh my god.
Entangled
Thankfully
in his
enough, Valor
vines.
doesn't give a shit.
Entangled in his vines
his-
is the name of it.
My God.
Oh god.
I'm sure it says that a lot in that book.
So go ahead, Sal. Tell him what he might be picking up.
Don't tell me. Tell me everything.
I don't know if you guys heard me when we were talking about this, but Vernon did proclaim that he actually had a book that he kept under his pillow. And that was not a joke.
I will say that what everybody did see is when you said that, Marcel kind of looked at you very, very curiously, eyebrows raised, thinly veiled Cheshire grin.
Sel just kind of. She's like, no, it's just I have two separate books. I have my blueprints, and then I also have the diary. I keep a diary and a / prayer book.
There's just a very slow smirk from Lucky. Like,
I mean, they're private
the-
thoughts with my page, with my god. You know, ideas.
I get and cat stare. I'm just trying to make her uncomfortable at this point. You know, it's just like
It's definitely working. She is like, despite the fact that she's clad in armor, she is trembling underneath all of it.
Vernon is gonna reach over to Sel and slap her heartily on the back and be like, "I'm just like you." We both
Sel
have books that we don't want people to know about.
Sel just nods. She's like, uh-huh. Yeah,
Except-
it's just
Mine doesn't have anything weird in it.
Cal kind of, while watching all this, Cal's kind of moved around the room. He's standing over not too far from from Valor, and kind of leans over and goes, "You know, I've never put too much stock in books." And he produces a little crystal. He goes, "These, a lot more discreet, a little easier to hide."
Valor takes a look at the crystal. Handy to have.
He kind
the
of
best place to keep your secrets is up here in your head.
he kind of looks at you for a moment, then he'll sit there and he'll hold it out to you, and he goes, "This one's blank. Consider it a gift. Token of friendship, if you will."
He'll stare at it for a little bit, then look up, narrowed eyes at Cal, and then finally take the crystal after an uncomfortable amount of time.
And he just has a very polite smile the whole time. You do not faze him with your stare. And then as soon as you take it, he pulls out another one. They're similar but not identical. And then he sits there and he looks at you and goes, "And quite literally, just concentrate, will the magic to activate, and store whatever thoughts, memories you want into there, and you can recall them at will." And as he says that, and he says that loud enough for anyone to hear, then you watch as he closes his eyes for a moment, wills the magic into the crystal, and you see it light up, and then a projection bursts forth, and you see a very young looking Cal, probably early to mid-teens, and he's got a one of those little gem jewel crafters monocles, whatever you want to call them, the little telescoping monocles. He's got one of those wedged in his eyes. You see him, he's kind of very carefully chipping away at a gemstone, getting it to just the right shape, slotting it into a ring, and just the unbridled exuberance and joy this child has, throwing both hands into the air, yelling, "Father! Father, I did it! I finally did it! It's ready!" And you see a very, very handsome, very rugged, very stately gentleman, graying in his beard. You could definitely tell that he's probably in his 50s, if not older, but he definitely is a very attractive man, despite his age. Very clad in finery and lots of gemstones, lots of jewelry. And he comes in, takes the ring, looks at it, puts his hand on young Cal's shoulder and nods and goes, "Very well done, my son. I am well proud. We shall, if you wish, sell this, and all of the profits will go to you to push forth your ventures." And the boy is beaming with pride as the memory fades, as he goes, "That right there? It's the first time my father ever told me he was proud of me." And he tucks it away. He says each crystal, depending on potency and of the memory involved, can store easily between 5 and 10 memories, depending on how big of a memory you want to invest into the crystal.
After watching that display, Valor looks back down to the crystal and just stares at it for a little while, while his hands kind of start to shake.
To which
And he slowly closes his hand over his fingers over it, squeezing very tightly.
And as you're doing that, Cal turns his back to the party and leans just a little bit towards you, not to overtly invade your space, but to speak at just a high enough volume to where you can hear it, but not everyone else, as he says, "This way you might be able to, while their memories are still fresh, ingrain them in there for your own keeping." And with that, he turns to give you your space, your peace.
Oh boy. Valor is, having heard that, is going to nod and, after a while, walk off to find the most private corner that he can.
And
Or just a private space.
as you head off down a hallway, you'll see there's much in the vein of like a schmizmy special. There's magic brooms kind of pacing the hallways, sweeping, little feather dusters flitting around, dusting and everything. And every door that you come up to as you're walking down the hallway, if there's a closed door, it opens to reveal a different kind of chamber. This doorway is a study. That doorway there is a supply closet where you could find, threads and such if you need to do some minor repairs on your clothing. Or, over there's a small little foundry for, doing minor armor repairs. There's nothing in there for making production, but there's lots of supplies for minor repairs and upkeep. And then eventually you find a series of doors that when they open, they are private bed chambers. Each one with its own window facing out. But each window, when you look through it, has a different time and a different scene that it is projecting out to. This one over here, it's a beautiful field during spring. That window there's a volcano erupting in the distance. That window there, you can see an ocean with beautiful waves crashing down. That window there, it's a swamp outside with a storm raining down constantly. And the doors keep going. So you are easily able to find a room that, upon entering in, you see that there is a key a lock on the inside so that you can lock it and secure your privacy.
Valor doesn't even bother with the lock and key or even closing the door. He just walks into the room that has the spring meadow and sits on whatever the nearest piece of furniture is that is appropriate for sitting.
Oh yeah, there's a desk with a high-backed chair if you wished. There's also a very comfy plush chair by a small fireplace. Oh, by the way, each room has its own fireplace. And then just a massive bed that, upon laying on it, it starts off feeling way too soft, but whenever you guys do lay down to go to sleep, it starts off feeling way too soft, but it firms up as you're feeling discomforted until it gets to the right texture, the right level of firmness.
Ignoring everything else, just going over to sit down on the bed, open his hand up and look back at the crystal, and just continue staring at it. And that's where he's going to be until someone eventually finds him.
Ebony's probably going to give him his space a little bit.
Cal will also kind of go around to each of you and produce another one of these crystals, little memory crystals.
What color are they?
They are completely white. They look like little quartz crystals. But when he projected that memory, the crystal had glowed a warm. This is a contradictory kind of combination of temperature and color, but it was a warm blue, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like a seafoam.
Yes. And he didn't get a chance to explain it to Valor because he definitely wanted to let the guy have his space. He explains to you guys that when the time comes and you wish to project the memory, the emotion that you have in the memory is going to be reflected by the color when you project it. So if you store a bad memory and it is a memory that is full of anger, it'll probably be red. And then, typically a very warm, if not flat out hot red. If it's something that might be love, because anger is passion, love is also passion, it'll probably be a softer red rather than a warmer red. Same thing with blue. Blue is normally a calmer emotion, so it might be joy, pride, or sadness. And it's not a perfect science, the colors that they turn, but generally speaking, it turns colors based off of the memory inside. I.e., above game, it's player choice. However you wish to explain and justify the color matching the memory.
Okay.
He gave us mood rings.
I was literally about to say this feels like Ebony's hair except for the blue and the red.
But it's literally just attached to the memories. I forgot to remove your inspiration. There we go.
I'm just putting this in the notes.
I thank you for the gift, Cal, but I have no good memories to store.
To which he kind of smiles at you, puts a firm hand on your shoulder. He goes, "Well, there's always tomorrow."
And he kind of just gives a side eye towards Lucky. I know you have at least one good memory.
And Pepper is just fucking staring at you, Lucky.
No.
It's like
And her wings
I
are
wasn't-
tremoring slightly, like she's trying to figure out what she wants to throw at you.
okay. Look, I wasn't going to turn the man's gift into a smut crystal.
At that
And
point,
she
Vernon,
points
like,
to you, and she kind of
walks
goes,
in. What the fuck?
"I'll allow that one."
Do you know what's fine? I start concentrating on the crystal.
And she goes,
You asked for this.
she goes. Remember, if you share it, it's going to be all about how you squirmed.
Touché. Fine, you win this one.
Did she just give you a
I
wink?
feel like she won the last one too.
Man, all she does is win. I mean, what?
Hey, you two can't say shit. Mrs. Blush a lot with her diary, and this one, fucking the secret smut author.
Hey. Hey now.
Hey, what? Hey now what?
I haven't wrote any yet.
Insight.
At that point, Cal is like, he turns towards one of the doorways as a tray comes out, and it's got like the wildest sandwich any of you have ever seen. Like it looks like the kind of sandwich that possibly, like,
Fucking shaggy.
I was going to try to find a creative way to not potentially infringe on somebody else's IP, but yeah, something that he and a particular talking Great Dane would really enjoy. As he kind of goes,
Something a random stoner from a mystery crew might love.
yeah, some mystery solving stoner and his talking dog would really like. Yeah, he kind of sits there, he goes, "Oh, that was a lot more extreme than I anticipated it being, but I'll give it a try." He's going to attempt, as he kind of walks off down the hallways to kind of roam around, he's going to attempt to eat this sandwich. And you guys can tell that it is going to be a chore for the poor guy.
Big sandwich.
Like, he's trying to, like, compact it and feeling a little bit like Jensen Ackles.
Wait,
I'm going to need a bigger mouth.
so here's the thing. Can this can produce objects maybe, but usually just food.
Consumables. Non-magical consumables.
Ebony kind of looks at the crystal, looks to where Cal went, looks at Lucky, then looks at the rest of the group.
Tozar puts his hands up. Not part of this. He's the one with the dirty mind, and gets beat up by fairies.
Damn. It's not even gonna be that bad. Oh, Totar, wow.
I mean, shots fired, but not wrong.
Totar woke up and chose violence this day. Jiminy.
I don't think that's violence. I think that's just sass.
Totar has an inspiration. Was give you an inspiration.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yes, he is. Yes, he did. Right.
who gave it to me? Thank you.
Liz did.
I need. I need lots of them.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's down on his luck, on his inspiration count.
Inspiration is going to turn into 60
Yeah.
damage.
It could be.
Is there like a bar in this place? Or is it just like tables, chairs?
Right now, the open foyer doesn't really have any seats, but if you wander around and you desire to find a bar, you will find a bar.
I'm
I just
like,
want somewhere to sit.
Oh, there's a dining
like it's
hall.
a
there's-
magnificent mansion,
Yeah,
so
it's quite literally, if you want it, you will find it within reason. Like, you're not gonna find like, you know, a fully stocked armory or anything like that. But if there is something that you need, you can find it in here. If it's something consumable or a minor object that can be used to your benefit, like, you know, like I mentioned earlier, materials for repairing your stuff. There's even like a little medical center, if you will, with bandages and stuff if you needed to, you know, splint an arm or whatever. stuff like that. Like there's a lot of stuff that you guys can find in here. Unfortunately, absolutely none of it, unless it is actively used beforehand, can leave here. So if you like try to leave with a sack full of food from in here, it immediately dissipates upon crossing the threshold.
How about a cigar? Does it disappear too?
Are you actively smoking it when you leave?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
If you are not smoking it, then yes, it dissipates upon crossing the threshold.
So I just have to actively be eating something.
Yeah.
Oh God! Don't do it.
You are not
What?
going to be allowed to leave actively eating a cow.
No. And I'm definitely
A
not going
cow-
to smuggle a bunch of valuable silverware through my stomach.
No. You better fucking not.
That's gonna hurt a lot.
I was gonna say, Mr. DM, why'd you read my mind? Because that's the first thought went through my head. Eating a cow that walk out.
Because I know you.
So back to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
find
packaged-
somewhere to.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna find somewhere to sit, whether it's on a bar stool, on a fluffy chair, or it's on a wooden stool in a corner. I'm
You
just gonna find a chair and I'm
you
just
find
gonna
it.
sit. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit and think on this crystal, like not in a depressive mood, just like what people have said, especially like in the future. There's memories to be had. There's also memories in the past, and obviously almost getting bitch slapped by the fairy again. He's just gonna sit and think to himself.
I will say also, these crystals cannot be accessed by just anyone. There has to be a level of intimate connection between the owner of the crystal and the person trying to activate it. So, like, you know, if for example, Valor, if he puts memories into these crystals, none of us, because we haven't established the level of intimate connection with him, can access his memory crystal. He could show it to us of his own volition, but we can't force it open. And even amongst the group, for the most part, you know, like Cal and Evany and Celeste might be able to access each other's memory crystals because they've had enough time to build up that tenure and that emotional and mental connection. And the rest of you guys are in the process of building that connection. The foundation is there, but you guys might not be fully up to that. I mean, Lucky and Pepper, however, yeah, they could totally tap into each other's memory crystals. You know, considering they already tapped that. But
They gotta be intimate with each other. Oh, I'm sure they're real intimate with each other.
Hey, all she has to do is ask for a run too. I'm just saying.
As you see him shake slightly.
No, he's gonna try something interesting.
those
Because-
of you who are... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say because of his situation, like especially after Cole said about his father being proud of him, it's got a spark thinking in like his head. How far back can I remember?
He's going to try to dredge up
Ah.
one of his oldest memories. Oldest
He's
good
trying
memories?
to. He doesn't. He's not sure. He just wants to drag, just to see if this crystal can latch onto something he's never remembered. Just for pure curiosity's sake. And yes, I know the cat doing this is fucking hilarious.
Give me a moment. I'm going to think of what I want you to roll. Because I like this. I like this. This is fun. And also give me a moment to think of what I might give you, memory-wise, depending on what you roll. So, while you guys are... the rest of you who are still in the room, in the foyer, I would like for you to roll me a perception. Or Evany.
It's not one of those nights.
Uh-oh.
Cell.
It's Totar just swinging and missing a lot today.
There's a lot going on, and he's very easily distracted at the moment. Same thing with Vernon. And you know, Ebony's just looking for more tea, and not of the drinking type. But Cell, you notice. I'm going to whisper to you what you notice.
Oh.
I want the last pretzel with peanut butter in it, dog familiar.
Rough.
I want pretzels. I should have brought snacks.
I have Uber Eats to you.
Can I roll insight?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
Oh no, guys. Oh no.
Wait for the current thing to conclude while I prepare to make my edgy boy cry.
Oh.
Sal's going to kind of subtly go over to Totar. And she's going to, like, tap his, like, elbow or something to get him to look at Beast.
I turn around and, huh?
And
Go.
Vernon and Ebony, you guys quite clearly see her move across the room to Totar and direct his attention. Do you all look at Beast?
I'm looking at Beast. Must I be hashtag concerned?
Has his paw on a crystal. And upon realizing that all four of you are looking at him, he kind of wags his tail a bit. Then he looks at the crystal and he focuses on it.
Aww.
And then you see it start glowing blue.
Oh.
You see this fairly homely little boy and this adorable, massive pawed, goofy, gangly puppy
Oh.
bumbling together playing. Like probably like maybe about a solid, 7 or 8 year old boy, like pretty youthful kid, and this goofy puppy. And you hear this little boy go, "I'm gonna call you Beast, and you're my best friend."
No.
Oh.
And then
My goodness.
Beast looks up at Totar and just wags his tail, tongue lolling out.
Oh, my heart.
He just looks over at Totar. You are so cute.
Totar has a smile on his face, and he, slightly red in the eye a little, nods at Beast. I don't need Crystal. You remind me every day. Walks over, gets down on his knees. He's next to Beast and puts his head against his forehead and strokes him behind the ears.
BRB giving an inspiration.
Oh my goodness, my heart.
Oh, I'm weak. That was good. Like, I thought I was going to be nice and cheesy, but beautiful one-upmanship. Beautiful. That was good.
That
Oh.
was endearing.
Yeah.
Lucky. I'm going to ask you to roll me your choice, intelligence or wisdom, as you are digging deep into the recesses of your mind. You are reaching into the deepest nooks and crannies, hoping that it ain't as smooth as sometimes you feel.
They're both exactly the same.
That Jiffy peanut butter brain.
He needs pretzel and
Okay,
peanut butter to
okay.
think.
So, I'm going to have you roll me. I need you to roll it twice, so 2 separate rolls of a D100. And no, I'm not hitting
Fuck.
you with wild magic.
That would be funny, though.
That would be funny, but I'm not a complete dick. That's beautiful, fucking beautiful. Okay, so as you are focusing and you are reaching into the magic of the crystal deep into the recesses of your mind, effectively trying to brute force a connection using magic that you are unfamiliar with, but you're ambitious. You have drive, you have reason, you have want. And as you're focusing, you're concentrating, nobody is in there with you to notice it, but because of the amount of strain that you're going through, roll me a Constitution saving throw. With advantage. Well, thankfully you didn't need it, but you don't pass out from the exertion. You do get a little bit of a nosebleed because you are reaching back. You are reaching for something that you cannot consciously pull up yourself. And after a few minutes of just straining, meditating, concentrating, willing the magic to work, you finally kind of collapse back in your seat, or possibly back against the bar if you're sitting on a bar stool. But regardless, you kind of fall backwards slightly, propping yourself up, panting. As you know, panting mostly because, well, being felinoid, you don't really have pores, so you don't really sweat. But even then, your fur feels a little slick, almost like you were sweating.
His his nose is getting really wet.
Yes, it is. And only half of it's blood.
Yeah, keep up the jokes.
But
That wasn't a joke.
That's what cats do.
Pets sweat.
Yeah,
and so,
they sweat through their nose.
and your crystal feels warm to the touch. You don't know how long you were focusing on this. Before we continue with yours, how long does everybody just kind of conglomerate there in the main foyer before the rest of you kind of splinter off? To either look for companions or look for your own room to settle into, focus on your crystals.
I mean, I was gonna have Evany kind of just check on the people that already left, not maybe stay there too long, but just like check in on people.
Okay. So you'd probably head off probably within 10-15 minutes of Beast showing off his memory.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Does everybody else kind of do the same, or
What was that?
Probably do the same.
I was asking how long would you guys maintain your little post there in that main foyer before splintering off to look in, explore the mansion, see who else you guys can find there, see what others are getting into and whatnot. Considering 3 of your party have already splintered off.
Is anybody else remaining in the main area?
Because no,
Beast.
because Beast ain't budging. Because nom nom.
Exactly. So he's sitting down and he's just talking to him.
And oh,
Oh, no.
Deleted. I didn't see anything.
Why did it not send as a whisper? I'm just gonna fucking
Oh no.
I do. All right. Nobody look. I'm gonna unhide it for just a moment so I can copy it, and then I will
Moloch.
rehide it.
I'm reading everything.
I can't see it. Oh!
It's gone.
Temporary blindness.
Hold on, I'm gonna just send it as a DM and via disco.
Yeah, that'll work.
Night fever, night fever.
You have the what actually is in the thing, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
There, I just copied and pasted it for you, so.
Nope. Oh yeah, Vernon's gonna wander.
So, Vernon wanders. Totar remains. Does Cell wander?
I think Cell's gonna wander.
Okay, so I'm going to need. I need all three of you each just to do. You know what? Just do a initiative roll to me. All three of you individually.
Oh, okay.
It's just to see who's going to get to where first. Okay, sweet. Neat. All right, so I'm going to actually go in an inverse order. I'm going to start with the lowest roll first.
Oh,
Cell,
Oh boy.
as you are wandering, you happen into what appears to be a bar. And about that time, you come in, you see Lucky, holding his crystal, his eyes completely out of focus, his slit pupil dilated, almost as wide as it could go. You almost see no iris. As he is staring at the crystal, focusing, you see a little bit of blood trickling out of one of his nostrils. You can see the moisture gathering on his nose. You can see him kind of panting a little from just the exertion. Then his head kicks back, and he thrusts back, leaning against the bar, and shaking himself. And I will let you two role play it out as you walk in to the room with him there. And the first thing you notice, Lucky, other than the crystal in your hand and the taste of iron when you lick your face and your tongue kind of laps at your nose a little, you taste the iron, the copper. You got the warm crystal, and Cell is standing there, probably looking a little bit shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she definitely would be. So, Cell
Sorry.
would be like, you good there?
Oh yeah, just trying out something. As I walk around the bar behind there to whatever sink might be there to get the blood off.
As you get there, you see a dark colored towel just kind of manifest. That way you don't stain it.
Mm-hmm.
Would she be able to tell from that distance it's blood?
Roll me perception.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a lot, but just the fact that it's a nosebleed and he was concentrating on something is a little bit concerning. But basically, spoiler, he took one single point of damage, basically.
You see, so she kind of grimaces, which if you want to insight it, go, but it probably looks disgusted grimace at the sight of blood, but she just then.
You could tell. I'm going to take it from here with this one. I don't think she's trying to hide it. It was one of those instinctive knee jerks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know why. And now that Lucky does too. Lucky, you could tell that. Actually, you know what? Here, I'm just going to whisper it to you, just because it's not fully public knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I would be very quickly trying to clean it up. I'm just going to assume there's a basin of water, or there will be if I think about it.
Exactly. Like, as you come around there, you're not certain if it was there when you first walked in. You just know it is there now. And that's all that matters to you at this moment, is that it's there right this instant.
He's like, I'm sorry, I did not mean to make you uncomfortable. As you see him start to, like, wash up, basically, and you see him from the back. You don't see his face. From the back, you see the eye patch come off, and he puts to the side as he starts washing his face.
Cell's gonna, like...
Go on.
I was gonna say, Cell, like, with especially realizing the eye patch is not on his face, is very obviously going to walk to the other side of the room, keeping an eye on him, but trying to make it known that she's trying to give him as much privacy as possible. Like, she's going to make it very known that her feet are, taking her to the other side of the room. But still trying to keep an eye on someone she views as a friend she's starting to know.
Yeah. It only takes him a minute. He towels off his fur. Awkwardly puts the eye patch back on, turns back and says, You kind of caught me diving a bit too hard. Be warned, it stings a bit.
Oh? With the memory crystal?
I had a stupid idea, and you know me, I had to try it.
And you currently generally have no idea if it worked.
Cell kind of does a head tilt and she was like, what's the idea?
Well, you know how as you get older you forget things from the beginning. The very start. And I hold up the crystal and look at it. I wanted to see how far back I could go.
How far down the rabbit hole could he go?
You see Cell's jaw drop slightly in realization. And then there's almost like, you probably haven't really get to seen it too much, but she gets like a little, like as the wheels start turning in her head, she starts getting excited a little bit and she's like, do you think it worked?
There's only one way to find out. Do you want to see?
If you're okay with it.
I mean, I don't know what's in there, so I'll be warned.
So do you
As new to me as you?
Do you will the magic forth?
Yes.
So as he focuses on the magic, focusing on the sliver of self that is currently held within the crystal, you see it start to pulse a little bit with color. First it's a little bit yellow, then a bit red, a faint teal, fuchsia, turquoise, and then it just kind of a pearlescent sequence of colors just kind of cycling as it projects outward, as even you at the core of your being don't know what emotion you hold in this memory, because there's not enough and too much all at once. Because these memories are viewed from outside, as we often look at memories of ourselves, you see this small bundle and this orange and black striped furred hand reaching up, clutching a finger similarly marked. And Lucky, you can't help but think, as a tear starts to try to make its way out of your eye, that's your mother holding you as an infant. clutching her hand, and you see her choking back a sob. She goes, "Little one, I love you more than life itself. I cannot give you what you need. You are not safe with me. So I leave you here with all my blessings and all my love. Live, and live well." And you see yourself, this little bundle of you, being laid into a basket. And she looks to her left, she looks to her right, and you can see that she is afraid. She looks to you with this soft expression of love and remorse as she pulls a hood over her head and turns and disappears into the night. And the memory comes to a close.
Oh, fuck.
Cell stays quiet and then slowly turns to look at Lucky.
He's
What
just
about-
staring at the crystal. Confirmed it worked.
Congratulations, you have you have finally unlocked a memory of your mother.
About 5 minutes of silence go by, then I immediately turn to Sal like, "You tell no one."
No, in fact, could you teach me?
My heart, though, for me, there was blood.
She grimaces when you say blood, and she's like, I haven't really spoken about it because it's not the biggest issue, I think, maybe. But I was also an orphan. I mean, I was lucky compared to other orphans I grew up with. I was in and out of nicer workhouses until I got really lucky with the Citadel. Or I don't think it's called the Citadel. It's called the yeah, no, it is the Cogsworth Citadel. Usually, like, until I got really lucky with the Citadel, but I've always, it would be, I've always wondered what they would have looked like too.
We could try.
But yeah.
Okay, that's shit, how did I do it?
All right, so I will let you roll Arcana now, Lucky, as you are going to get ready to recall how to do it. Depending on what you roll will determine whether or not she gets advantage on her attempts.
No pressure.
Good shit, sir. Yes, you will have advantages. He pauses for a moment and then starts regurgitating step by step what he did. And before I ask you to do your rolls, we are going to shift gears over to Vernon.
Nope.
Vernon, as you are wandering the halls, come across Cal. Is kind of seated in a little alcove, a little, like, it looks almost like the corner of this mansion, as there's a like almost like 7/8 of a circle of just windows in this room, other than the door that you come in to get into this fairly circular room. And Cal's sitting there with his sandwich, and he's kind of ripping off little chunks of it and holding it up to his little dragon seated across his shoulders, feeding her little bits of the sandwich as you walk in. And he kind of glances over and goes, "Ah, big man. Have you tried the crystal yet?"
Vernon kind of gives Cal a little bit of a side eye and just shakes his head. He's already wrapped it up and put it in his backpack. Not a good time.
Which kind of nods. He goes, "That's fair. That's fair. I just figured it might be a good opportunity now while everything's relatively peaceful before, well, the chaos begins soon." It is yours to do with as you wish when you wish.
Where did you get these?
Actually, I made them. And he kind of pulls out you see him open up his bag. He reaches in far deeper than the bag should allow his arm to go. Then he pulls out a smaller bag. He opens it up, and you can hear this little clanking of, little crystals kind of bouncing off of each other gently. He opens them up and he goes, It's what I do. I make jewelry. Sometimes I make things out of gemstones that can be used for all numbers of things. Well, my memory's not the best that it could be, and I used to forget things a lot as a kid, so I figured out how to make these to help me remember important things, so if I happen to forget, I can remind myself. So, considering it's been many, many years since I've been home, it's about the only way I get to see my family anymore.
That makes sense. Where is your family?
Oh, they're across the sea, far, far away. I traveled to try to make my own fortune, my own way in life, rather than live on my father's coattails.
You know what that feels like?
It's hard to feel like you can accomplish anything in life. Every achievement you make is held up as a lesser imitation of those who came before you. And as he says that, he pulls out a crystal, he focuses on it, and you see it flare red. And memory comes together almost like a constellation bursting into life as you see a younger Cal, not as young as that image that you saw when he first showed you how the crystal works, but possibly, this is probably about maybe 6-7 years ago, and he's just on the cusp of manhood, and he's standing there beaming with pride, and there's a display of like these beautiful earrings and necklaces and just beautiful jewelry on a little one of those bust mannequins, and another one next to him with like this I'm probably gonna mispronounce it, but a gorget, the collars, like an armored collar.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's leather, but it's also got like this beautiful brooch, and even in the memory you could tell that it is infused with a modest arcane protection in that brooch that is clasping the gorget on the front. And every compliment that you hear in the memory is almost a backhanded one. They believe that they're giving him compliments, but they're just reminding him that he is lesser. He is not anywhere near his father. Someday he might. They keep putting emphasis on he might, rather than showing confidence that he will. And you see each air quote compliment land with a hammer blow impact on the young man in the memory. Slight wince, a slight lowering of the shoulder, a faltering of the smile, ultimately a deadening in the eye before the memory closed.
Hmm.
He sits there, he kind of sits there for a moment. He goes, for the most part, I try to keep only the good memories. But some of the bad I keep hold of to remind myself of where I was, and to help keep me oriented on where I want to be.
Vernon does have a question for Cal, but it would be more private, and I would probably not say it out loud. If that's all right.
I guess you can whisper it to me while I carry on to the next segment scene, if you wish.
Gotcha. I don't know how to whisper.
Just send it on to me on Discord, and I will respond as soon as I'm able to.
Gotcha.
So as that little scene kind of at least temporarily closes there, Ebony,
Yes.
as you are making your way through the halls, you arrive outside. Like most of the doors as you're going down the halls are opening as you pass by them, and shortly before you get to this final door, it's not the last door in the hallway, but the door that you'll end up stopping at, you hear laughter coming from the door up ahead as you approach. And because Valor did not lock the door when he went in, as you approach the door opens. And Valor, do you cut off the memory there, or does she walk to where she can see into the room and see the memory as it plays?
Oh no, she can definitely walk in to see the memory, because once it starts playing, he immediately just shoots to his feet and just stares.
Like his gaze goes straight to his feet.
No, he shoots to his feet like he's standing up.
Oh, okay.
And he just stares at the memory as it's playing.
So like
just mentally, I'm like, so
like
go ahead.
so I'm assuming then in that case, Valerie, you've kind of got the memory kind of going in loop then.
Effectively.
Yeah. So he's already standing when you get there. So he's on his feet, just
Okay, that
watching.
was my question, because I was
Yeah.
like, wait,
Yeah. So
did he do it right when she got there?
No, that's why I sought the clarity. Okay, so as you come up, you hear the laughter, and as the door opens, because he's so focused on this, the memory starts again, and you're standing there, and you see, rather than the undead versions that you had helped him take care of in the town, you see the half-orc warrior, clad in her armor, helmet removed, her braids hanging down, swapping, she's sitting on one side of the dwarf, who's kind of seated on a stump. You see Lydia, the human woman, was cooking a meal, kind of sitting by closer to the fire, kind of reaching out, stirring the pot. And you see Valor coming up and sitting down next to her, reaching over and closing his hand over hers. A smile, a proper smile, one you have not seen yet on his actual face, on the face of the man in the memory. As he's looking at his friends talking, you hear the dwarf crack, terrible off-color joke. The orc laughs, slaps him on the shoulder. You see the half elf sitting there pull out a flute and starts playing a soft melody on it, and Lydia kind of leans into into Valor as the memory kind of continues to fade into comfortable silence of them all kind of enjoying their company, enjoying the fire, the smells of the food and everything, and then the memory starts over again.
Well, slightly out of character. Ebony feels a little dirty that she saw this just because it's like, I don't know if I was actually supposed to see this. But she'll walk up like kind of to the side so she's not like, because she doesn't know how like while the memory is up how much Valor can see past it, so she kind of just tries to go like sidestep it.
Where
if that
he
makes
should be able
sense.
to see you peripherally.
Yeah, instead of like
Standing
accidentally
opposite of the
getting
memory.
Yeah, because that would be really awkward.
Valor probably. What? Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Valor just continues staring at the memory and lets it play through a second time. Then once the third time, and when it starts a third time, he just falls to his knees and continues staring. His lips starts trembling, his hands start shaking as he raises one up, reaching towards the memory as if he can try and pluck everyone that he spent so much time with from it and have them back at his side before pulling back and bringing both hands up, curled into really tight, shaking fists, bows his head and starts to weep.
Ebony is definitely not gonna say anything right away, but he'll probably feel her hand just kind of like rubbing his shoulder, like it'll be okay, and kind of just letting him cry it out. If it takes him like 5-10 minutes to just cry it out, she'll stay pretty quiet. She doesn't want to impede too much, but she also wanted to make sure he was okay.
It takes about that 5-10 minutes before he the memory going the entire time before he finally just lets his hands fall and his shoulder stops shaking, and he just stares blankly at the floor. I failed them.
But at least you're keeping their memory alive. That's at least all they can ask for right now. And you'll get your vengeance or revenge, however you want to view it.
And it won't bring them back.
She takes a deep sigh. Yeah, like she knows there's technically. Oh, okay. I was gonna ask probably a question where you think I was going, but
Let me do a spell. There we go. That's the spell. That one won't work. But you know what? I'm roll it one more time. Gonna give you advantage on that.
oh, okay.
There we go. Okay. I'm going to just send this directly to you in Discord DMs. Exact
Oh boy,
spell,
okay.
complete with.
Lifts glasses up. Okay, you and I were in the same wavelength of the spell I was thinking of, but yours is just the better spell.
Well, that's the only one that's going to work for now, because I will say above game. I don't know if he specified exactly how long it had been since they were slain, but they
Long enough to where a basic spell is
Yeah.
not going to work.
most of the lower level spells are not going to work at all.
Okay. I mean, I figured. That's why I was like, well, there's this one, because I think that one's 7th level, and the one you sent me was 9th level.
Yeah, the 7th level one is not going to work. It's not. It's been too long. Literally, it's
Okay.
this or wish.
Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. But Ebony would know that there is one spell that could work, but it's pricey. Ooh, yeah, that is pricey. Anyway, going back to what she was saying, that, you know, as long as he's holding their memory, you know, close still, it's like that's really all they probably could ask for right now. And like he said, there's no way to bring them back. I mean, she doesn't exactly say she knows there's a way, but it's just like it is a very costly spell.
There isn't
just-
a price. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
There isn't a price that I wouldn't pay to have them back. But not like this. And I'm going to do a little bit of a flavor thing, if you'll allow, DM, and have him summon all of his weapons. So the bow, the sword, the great sword, the staff.
You are able to reach out and you can project them. They're not tangible,
Yeah, that's what, kind of
But-
what I'm going for.
but like they are there. They are visible. They can be seen. And they're able to see. She's able to see all of them. You know, you see a very beautiful longbow. I mean, all of these their coloration is kind of tinted black, almost
Yep.
like a filter is put over them. But you could tell that this bow, it's a beautiful recurve bow, short bow, hand carved, intricate runing on it. There's, the great sword, which has, I cannot remember the symbol on it. I want to say it was the symbol of Heronius, which is a fist
Yes.
clutching a lightning bolt. There is a battle axe and a shield together, kind of paired together, and the axe and the shield both bear the same emblem, which eventually, when he does decide to don those, I will ask for our 3 smiths in the party to potentially roll a check, but they are not here to see this. And then the staff, which you have seen before, which
Yep.
all 4, technically 5 if you count the shield and the axe is one thing, separate things. All of those were visible in that memory. The axe and the shield next to the dwarf. The sword, the great sword, leaned against the orc. The bow right next to the elf playing the flute, or the half elf playing the flute. The staff leaning against Lydia.
And as a little bit or a few seconds after those weapons manifest, they start morphing and changing just into blank shadows that slowly coalesce into the corresponding figures. The great sword becoming the half orc, the axe and shield becoming the dwarf, the bow for the half elf, and of course the staff for Lydia. But the first three are twisted and angry and just all kinds of bad.
Like the
They're-
details kind of all over the place.
It's kind of like your your sleep paralysis demon given form, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay. I get where you're going with that.
Yep. And they're all three of them are cursing and spitting and swearing vengeance. Just every curse under the sun, they're speaking it and commanding and begging Valor to find vengeance for them. The
I'm
only
assuming
difference.
it's in common.
You actually don't hear any of it, but you can see.
Oh, okay.
You see the motions. You can tell that they are. They've got the angry mob kind of energy going on. Shaking their fists, yelling something
Okay.
wordlessly. You don't hear any of it, but you can see the body language. You can tell that. And Valor, on the other hand,
They're
he
not
hears
happy.
it.
Okay.
Valor is the only one who hears.
May as well ask.
And then the only one that is different is Lydia, who is still pretty much like she is in the memory, a little bit distorted. No angry body language, saying nothing, just kind of staring down at him with a sad look on her face.
There's compassion in her posture, in her stance, in her gaze.
Yep.
Roll me an insight.
Which one of us?
Ebony, roll me an insight.
Oh, okay.
You can tell that there is deep affection in that gaze, that she just wants him happy. She wants him safe. Which is why she can't go on. Why she's still here with him in any way she can.
Where the other three, they aren't moving on because they want vengeance. Based off the body
justice.
language, obviously. Where hers is just like that melancholy of like it doesn't matter what you do. It's just like I want you to, like you said, be happy.
She wants him to live. She wants peace for him, but she knows that he can't have it. He won't let himself have it. So she's going to support him the best she can until he can.
Evanie just takes another deep breath as she just looks over to Valor, and then again at these either the distorted, visions of his friends, and obviously Lydia, who she's at this point assuming that was his lover, based off of what she completely knows from this entire situation.
I would also say with that insight check that would not be a bad guess to make.
She kind of just looks back over to Valor again. Well, I may not be any of your friends, but I'm here if you just want to talk. And if you want to, have someone to speak your mind to. I know I'm no replacement, but sometimes it's just nice to have somebody in your corner.
He'll look up at her, then look back down at the floor. They're the only reason that I even made it this far. If not for them, I'd still be in some back alley shithole, intimidating random idiots out of their hard-earned coin.
She just gives him a small little smile. Would you mind telling me about that story then? And how they found you and, gave you a course to a better future?
Doesn't say anything for a little while, and then eventually launches slowly into the story of basically this is going to be Cliff Notes version, but basically how he was working for some very not good people before they came along, and started causing issues for his employer. He was sent to basically stop them before they managed to convince him, because he didn't actually want to be doing this. This was a survival thing. This was the only way that he was making enough coin to make it in the world. And they convinced him that what he's doing isn't right, and offer him a different path if he'll just give himself a chance. And how they work together to bring down his employer, and he eventually joins with them. One, to get away from all the angry hate mobs that were probably after him, and two, because he didn't have anything else.
And if you want to send me a non-Cliff Notes version, just feel free.
I will write that up when I have time.
All right.
So as we transition back to main foyer, Totar and Beast just crunching away, Totar just being a man talking to his dog, sitting in effectively a comfy chair, as eventually Marcel would send out invitations to each of you. And you would see little floating, flapping, not quite paper birds, but literally very pretty folded papers flapping along into the rooms where each of you guys are. Conveniently, 2 going into the bar, 2 going into that little alcove, 2 going into the room that Valor and Evany are in, and 2 flitting their way into where Vernon and Beast, or Totar and Beast are, and giving a request for you to join him in the main banquet hall for a meal.
Did he really just send it to Totar and Beast, who are probably in the same room?
He does not know where exactly you guys are, so he just sent one to each of you individually. And quite literally, like when the letter gets to you, it opens up and only you hear the invitation in the language that you understand. So yes, even Beast hears it in Sylvan.
Oh.
Neat.
But it's projected only to you. That way it's not going in stereo, because he wasn't certain if you guys would all still be in the main foyer or not. And that would have been really, really awkward, having 8 different invitations going off at the same time in the same room.
But are they all in the same voice?
Yes, they are all Marcel. Effectively going, "Greetings, my friend. I have prepared feast. Come join me in the banquet hall."
Well, since Evany's still with Valor, she's just gonna look at him after the thing goes off. You'll get used to him. I promise. You might not get used to him, but you'll at least know I think he means good.
Weirdo.
Yes, he is. So,
And
do
if you
you
want to keep a 10-foot space away from him, that's okay.
I'll consider it.
So,
And he'll look up and sorry, he'll look up at it and you go ahead. I'll be along after a while.
Ebony just nods her head. If I need to, I'll just ask for any of any plate that you'd probably want to just stay. She just bows her head a little bit before she just kind of excuses herself.
He nods and just returns his attention to the memory, and I'll actually have him join the party eventually, but for now he's just reminiscing. Oh, by the way, the crystal turned a very vibrant sky blue, if you care to have that information.
I like it. I appreciate it. It's a very fun detail. So, who all goes to the banquet?
Vernon's definitely going.
So we got Vernon
Ebony's
going.
leaving the room to go.
Totar looks down the beast. We've been invited. We go?
Beast gives a little wag of his tail and starts to get up and grabs one of his bones.
Just one.
Oh, by
He'll return for
the
rest
way,
later.
over the last hour, he has destroyed 3 of them.
Oh my god.
Totar looking down one bone he got. He goes, "You might need 2." Totar grabs another bone. Let's go.
Yeah, and Totar, you're not even certain where the hell he's putting them anymore. Because, like, when I say beef bone, like a beef rib, I'm talking like the entire rib bone. Complete with a chunk of the
Jesus.
spine that the rib was attached to. He
Damn.
destroyed
Yeah.
3 of them.
He's a paper shredder, my god.
No. He's a bone crusher.
Yeah.
Ah!
Equal for-
That was a good one. You're full of inspiration. But as you guys converge on the banquet hall, there the physics of this room don't make sense. Because, like, you see, as you all sit down, the toppers of these trays of food all dematerialize silently. Like, they pull up, like an invisible hand plucked them up, and they lift and then disappear into the air. And there's all sorts of roasted meats, succulent fruit dishes, there's potatoes, there's vegetables. Like, if you can think of it at some kind of feast, it's on this table. And everything seems to be too far away to reach, but for some reason, anytime that you see something that you want and you reach for it to add it to your plate, it is conveniently just close enough for you to get at it. No matter where you're sitting at the table. It doesn't make sense. But then again, very little in this place has since you guys walked in. And yes, Marcel is also eating.
What is Marcel eating?
Yes, he has a little bit of everything. He does seem to be preferring the fruit dishes. He also likes the nuts. If go away.
Of course.
Nuts.
Just Natty doesn't want yours. He
I love my nuts.
the only things that he does not seem to be overly interested in eating is the meat. But he provides it because well,
Tyrion.
everybody potentially, he's not going to force you guys to adhere to his culinary preference.
Mm. I'll have what he's having, except for the one fruit that makes you.
Oh, no, he doesn't have any trays of that fruit.
Okay, good.
Though when you think of it, a tray floats into the room with one of those fruits on it,
No.
and it floats over to you,
Vernon winces.
and it hovers there for a solid minute, and when you don't take it, it then drifts away.
Wait, which fruit was this?
That's the fruit that made Lucky cum his pants.
That was like one of the first meetings with Marcel.
Yeah. He,
Oh yeah.
he wanted to try one of the. I can't remember the exact exchange, but basically, Lucky asked for something
I
unique,
do.
so he gave him something unique, and he ate it, and he nutted.
Oh yeah.
He came. Well, Marcel came to us happily popping the fruit in his mouth.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
We were
that's
glad
like,
right.
What's that?
specified
He
that.
was like, try some.
Yeah.
And then Vernon
I
tried
mean, the
it
fact
first.
that you didn't say he came and you didn't specify who came and how he came.
I did. I said that's the fruit that made Lucky cum his pants.
No, but then you said
I
he
said, I said
came.
exactly that.
No, but then when you were talking about when Marcel arrived, you said he
Oh.
came, and then you
Oh.
just kept going.
Marcel arrived with the fruit. He was like eating the fruit, and we were like, "What's that?" And then Vernon was the first one to try it. He passed the con save, and then he saw Lucky was gonna try it, and he didn't work.
Yeah, Lucky failed, and
That
Yeah.
makes more sense now.
Lucky went nom nom nut.
No.
Quite literally that
Nut.
fast. Quite literally that fast.
Damn.
It's a spider climb.
Like the Lonely Island song,
Nut.
Locked Eyes from across the room.
I'm gonna be real with you. Lucky's the only character with the nut counter, and it's on 2. If I had a nickel for every time,
Hey, Pepper's on 1.
yeah. The only player character.
Can't
Valid.
believe
Is he here
we
to
have a
defend
nut
himself?
counter.
Is he here to defend himself?
At least I'm
The
getting
first time-
some.
There he is.
Yeah, you are. The first
Yeah.
time wasn't your fault.
No, I've been
Yeah.
here this entire fucking time listening to this charade of you taking the piss out of me. It's not been fun.
Hey, at least it was the piss getting taken out of you, not the nut out of you.
We said the same thing.
I mean,
And like, I mean, also, don't be so proud of your nut counter, because you gotta remember, one of them was a fruit. Do you really want that to be
I'm
something
pretty-
you boast about?
I'm pretty sure that
I got ambushed twice. Let's put it that way.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, both times you walked right into him,
Yeah, yeah.
oh,
like a lamb to the slaughter.
oh no.
In and out, in and out. Oh,
Oh.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
We have reached the degenerate hour of the show.
Yes, I mean, we just entered Marcel's presence, so of course.
Oh my Lanta. So, so while we are enjoying the meal, eventually Valor does join the table. Marcel is probably like making very, very idle chatter, small talk. How do you like that? How's this dish? Oh, you like that one? Try this one. This is similar but different spices. Try this one. This
All
one has
Valor
carrots
is
instead
that.
of potatoes.
All Valor eats is a very simple rabbit stew with other fixings. Basically something that you would make as a camp ration.
There's like quite literally, if you think it is provided. There's soups, there's stews, there's even the like some slow cooked meats of different kinds, along with different broths, so you could effectively kind of assemble your own stew, and then the bowl will immediately heat the stew to the right temperature, everything cooked harmoniously, even though you literally just slapped everything into the bowl together.
How accurately can it make something?
How accurately do you remember the flavors?
Very.
It quite literally is limited by your imagination.
Oh, awesome. It's basically the exact same stew that Lydia makes or made.
Right. Roll for crying. I mean, no.
Do
I
it.
mean,
I'm kidding.
I mean, he's probably not crying at this point because cried out, but definitely a lot of emotion on his face as he's enjoying this, frankly, very simple stew.
Cal kind of watches you, mostly because he rolled a 18 and a 19 on the dice, respectively, for his perception and his insight. He watches you. Kind of gives a very slow nod and kind of grabs an empty bowl and comes over. And he goes, "My friend, could you walk me through that? I'd like to share in the moment with you, if you'd be so kind." As he wants to replicate the stew and have a taste, he won't be able to understand exactly what you're going through, but he wants to, however indirectly he can, commiserate with you.
Valor will nod, take him through the recipe as best as he remembers it, and share what, honestly, what he remembers it tasting like, what he felt anytime that he had this stew. Going, basically just babbling on about this particular stew.
And the emotional impact that, basically sharing with us a insight into the memory that is tied with this soup.
Yep.
There's just a soft smile on Cal's face the whole time as he's listening to you recount and regale. And when he returns to his seat and he takes his first bite, it doesn't hit home for him the way it does for you. He acknowledges that the warmth, the heartiness, the recipe tastes like it was created, concocted, and prepared by someone who cared as much for the ingredients selected as the people that were going to be receiving it for sustenance. And he just eats the soup in silence, partly for introspection and partly out of solidarity. And every once in a while, mostly because Marcel's a little bit of a troll and he really enjoyed Vernon's response, a tray with the fruit does every once in a while kind of pass around the table. And each time Marcel grabs one, pops it down, he takes at least one every time it comes around.
Oh.
Does he eat them?
Yes.
He's insane.
He's an eldritch abomination. Don't question it.
You can say it's
You
quite
have
nothing.
talked to him, right?
Oh, Michael. Awfully, that's terrible. God damn it, Lucky. Oh, that was good. That was
Well, I
terrible. That
have
was
to
good.
get some fun out of this.
Ebony's over here watching this with her little surf and turf dish, just munching happily away at the drama.
Can we decide who we're sitting next to?
Yeah,
Or
you
is
guys.
there already assigned seating? Okay.
There is no assigned seating. No,
As Vernon gets his food,
Most likely, Cal is seated next to Evany.
as Vernon gets his food, he sits right next to Lucky and kind of looks at him with a slightly inquisitive stare as he puts his glass near the edge of the table and pretends to not be looking at Lucky.
Roll perception, Vernon.
What the fuck?
Roll
Probably with
perception.
Roll perception with disadvantage.
All right.
Neat. Awesome. Okay. You didn't even need the disadvantage. That's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah. So Lucky, there's a cup conspicuously perched near the edge of the table. By that bastard.
I am too
Really
ingrained in my
can't
own thoughts right now. Staring at this little crystal and eventually, every now and again, looking up at Sal and back at the crystal.
Oh,
I didn't even notice him come and sit down.
Speaking of, I realized I forgot to do something. We're gonna have to do a minor backtrack. Sal,
Oh boy.
I would like for you.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything
Thank you
either.
for calling it out. No, thank you. I don't want to deprive
It's your
anyone of
time.
narrative times. Sal, I need you to roll for me with advantage because he rolled really good Arcana.
All right.
He rolled 19 on the die. Very good Arcana. I need you to roll me a Wisdom check with advantage. As you
Oh, I'm good at.
are going to do a deep dive into the deepest recesses of your memories.
If it helps, I will be helping her as much as I can.
All right, so unlike poor Lucky, you did not roll very good. You rolled good enough. You did not roll good enough to get advantage on the D100 check.
Ooh.
So I need you to roll to me a D100.
All right.
Unfortunately, the memory you end up dredging up is one that you genuinely did not have active recollection of. It was from very shortly after you entered the first orphanage, when give me just one moment. I need to hijack some character sheets. I need to look at ages.
I feel like one of them is my sheet.
I wonder if I can force my Tides of Chaos to help her.
Do you want to?
Yes, I would. Like I said, I'd be trying to help her.
Okay. Okay. Then in that case, you know what? I'm going to let you roll me another D100. So,
Me or okay. Do.
okay, so this is going to be from the same time period. You didn't get to go back as far as you would have liked, but this one's much sharper contrast, much more vivid.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Let me see what I might want you to roll in particular here. Give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Oh,
Take that.
sorry.
I'll take that.
No.
That'll be fine.
Okay.
So you recall shortly after you arrived. It was shortly after you arrived at the orphanage. You were still trying to find your place. You definitely didn't have your feet under you yet. You were a very nervous, very scared little girl because you have no idea really who you are. You have no idea who your parents were. You're like 3 or 4 years old at this point in time. You're a wee little thing. And one of the days where several of you young ones got to go to the little park in Worldport where there's little activities and stuff for all the little kids to be able to do and partake of. You remember first time you met Ebony, before you
Aw.
met her
Oh,
as a growing teenager when you guys actually became friends, because unfortunately you didn't get many opportunities to interact with her after this, you realize you guys have been friends almost your entire lives, since you were both wee little children. She was like a year, maybe 2 years at the most older than you, but because you were the only other orphan there that had skin complexion and traits that were not at all like the others. You know, sure, you had, you know, pointy ears like the elves, but your skin complexion was wrong. So you weren't an elf. So, you know, any of the elven children, you know, just didn't really play with you. Also, you know, because of the rapidity at which elves age and reach maturity, they didn't want to interact with you. But this girl did, and she was similar to you, different, but still almost the same. And you, for the rest of your very young years until that memory faded, you were always on the lookout for your fire-haired friend.
Aww.
oh, they're little pikes.
Oh my god, I love that.
Look at our dumb kids. They're so cute.
Oh. I would definitely say that memory crystal is probably like a nice soft purple. I think she would see that as a happy color. Also, I think with Cell, after Lucky's help, she probably doesn't really say anything just out of awkwardness, but she hugs him.
There's a split moment when you do. You hug him, you feel him tense up. Like, he doesn't normally get hugs. So it's like, okay. Then he relaxes a bit.
Yeah, no, because it's like immediately, like, she's like kind of looking into the crystal and just feeling a little bit more connected to her past. It wasn't the answer she was looking for, but she's pleased. And then just suddenly, instead of saying anything or doing anything, she turns around and virtually leaps at you in a hug.
He will, like, slowly hug you back. Yeah, after he gets the initial shock out the way.
Yeah, after the initial shock passes, because, you know, it's typically either he was getting plomped by the little kids, which you are not a little kid, so it was a lot more dramatic than what he was used to. And the last time somebody glomped him, it was in a shower. And he was not ready for that interaction again with somebody else in the group. And the only other time things have approached him at high velocity have been trying to kill him, and were pretty close to succeeding a couple of times. So all valid reasons for him to go.
Yeah, no, totally valid. Especially with the suddenness of it.
Yeah.
Like the equivalent of a frog turning and looking at you and jumping up at you.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, shit. That's a vivid image in my head.
Yeah.
Well, then in that case, Offler, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh no.
You probably involuntarily shriek a little at the sudden approach, so it probably was a little bit like the.
Oh, it's a hug. Okay. I can deal with the hug.
This all happened before the dinner, obviously.
Correct.
Yeah.
Before the dinner.
That was
Yeah.
just a
So this is
little bit-
where.
So probably the seating arrangements probably have
Changed.
no, it's probably Cell and Vernon are seated closest to Lucky probably.
Yeah.
I picture it's probably Cal, Evany, and Valor in their little collection there. Totar's probably
Probably.
seated near a
Yeah.
corner or end of the table with Beast chilling out at his feet.
Shooting on the table.
And
Nom.
honestly, Pepper is
Excuse-
perched on the back of Lucky's chair.
No, excuse me.
Pepper.
Beast was given an invitation as well, so
Yeah.
therefore his seat is next to me.
Yeah, he's
Aw.
seated
Yeah.
right next. Oh, he doesn't want to sit in an actual chair. That's not comfortable. He's actually got a
first comfort.
he's got a very big plush. He will bite you, sir. He's got a very big plush bed right next to you that he's laying on, crunching away on bones.
Oh, you're about to say a big plush butt.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It
I am
is
sitting there.
it is lumped in such a way that if you look at it and you're thirsty enough, it probably could be viewed as the big butt. But you need both a drink and Jesus at that point.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not into this, sir.
How did we go from so wholesome to this so fucking quickly? What the fuck?
It's been DJ hour for the last hour almost, guys.
Yeah, we're talking about cum fruit.
Nah.
Hey, no, we
I-
just had a nice little detour to little Cell and little Ebony, even though Ebony
Yeah.
didn't see this.
You said
Yeah,
that
not
the
yet.
operative word is detour. We're back on track now.
Yep.
So
Yep.
there's a glass next to me, which may or may not be laced with a certain substance.
No, it's not glass. It's just. I mean, it's not. It's placed
It's
precariously
not
near.
glass. Don't.
It's placed precariously near the edge of the table.
What, you trying to figure out if I'm gonna push it off the table?
You wanna roll an insight?
Maybe. Yeah, roll insight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll this. Alright.
Also, wouldn't a comfort be a kumquat?
Oh, I love it. And
Shh.
yeah, Lucky, you're pretty sure that that's what he's trying to see if you'll do it.
Vernon's barely hiding it. He's giving you side eye a little bit.
This is a point where I would love the joke to happen, where I'm just turned to him and I'm about to say something, but then my wild magic goes off.
And your teeth fall out.
Again.
Well, now that you
no.
talk
Oh,
about
no.
it, roll me a D1.
That's-
Roll
Would
me a D20.
Oh, sorry.
Or wait, no. I think Tides of Chaos lets it happen straight up.
Yeah, you can do it anytime you want.
I mean,
So it's like, listen here, you little.
and let's see what happens. I got to bust out my notepad because I can't remember all the lists. Where is
My
it?
teeth fall out. When my teeth fall out again, I'm not gonna be happy.
Let's see. What's that? That.
I mean, Vernon loves
Oh.
picking up your teeth.
Oh. So
Oh.
I need you to pick someone, anyone in this room. It can be yourself, but I need you to pick someone. Then I'll tell you what happens to them.
And you're looking right at me, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm looking straight at you, Vernon.
Yeah. Well, Vernon's giving you side eye right now, so he's
Alright.
not looking directly.
You provoked me with a fucking cup on the edge of a table. Listen here, you little shit.
All right, now I gotta double check. Okay, cool. So as he does that, he turns. He goes, "Listen here, you little shit." And you did pick Vernon, correct?
Yeah.
Vernon, you suddenly feel queasy as he turns to look at you as you are poisoned.
Oh. Oh my god.
No con save?
No, you are just fucking poisoned.
No, my goodness.
Just because you put the glass at the edge of a table doesn't mean I'm going to knock it up. Are you okay?
As Lucky's saying that.
Yeah,
Ah!
quite literally. Now roll me a dexterity saving throw just for giggles.
Well,
there, Vernon.
Vernon's dry heaving.
Yeah, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, Yeah, okay, sure.
You topple the glass off the table.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, that's my first roll. I knocked the glass off?
Yeah, because you start heaving, you clutch the table,
Yeah.
you bump the glass goes tumbling.
Fair enough.
What the hell?
As Lucky goes, listen here, you little shit.
Out of character, this is fucking hilarious, and it's apt, but at the same time, Lucky's like, "You okay?"
As you're, now you may roll me a con save.
Like, wait, what?
Now you may roll me a con save.
Okay, Vernon is looking at the food like it just has
The food-
assaulted him.
The food tasted fine. The food was okay. It wasn't. It was just very sudden, and nobody else is reacting this way. And almost everybody ate all the same stuff to some degree. You probably did not eat anything that no one else ate.
Well, I mean, he'd have. I don't know if Vernon would be able to figure out if it was even Lucky or if it was the food. He'd probably expect the food first.
Roll me that con save to see if you're still poisoned.
Okay.
You are still poisoned.
Oh no.
As you kind of push back from the table.
I'm like leaning away from him, like, "Don't you dare!"
Oh my god.
Not the fart.
How did you get sick?
Vernon is clutching his stomach.
I will say, Vern,
Hairball.
you can use 5 points of lay on hands to neutralize the poison in you.
I can? Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, if using 5 points of lay on hands can eliminate one poison or disease effect.
Vernon is definitely going to do that. Puts his hands kind of on his abdomen and just tries to focus the energy into there.
Poison goes away.
Valor just shakes his head as he's watching this go on and just leans back in his chair.
I will allow both Ebony and Valor, and actually I'll have Cal do it too, roll me Arcana checks.
Oh boy.
As your guys' vantage points, and the fact that both of you guys and Cal all have a baseline understanding of magic, might be able to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys will. Hell, even Cal does. Wow. Yeah, I expected him to roll really badly, especially considering you guys both rolled pretty solidly.
Hell yeah.
You guys know that, well, Ebony and Cal both know that Lucky has magic go wonky sometimes. Valor, you're not exactly certain how it happened, but you know that something happened with Lucky as the source, and that's why Vernon suddenly got sick for a moment.
He just smirks.
Not sure how, and go ahead and roll me an insight as well, Valor.
Oh, I have nothing in this.
You're pretty certain that he's not acting when he's confused and concerned about why or how Vernon suddenly got sick. Because it was a wild effect. Lucky doesn't realize that he got Vernon sick.
Smirk becomes a little bit more curious, but otherwise he's just kind of enjoying the show. I think I think the more important part is that he's actually smiling.
Mm.
Was it the lasagna, Vernon?
Mm.
There was no lasagna on the table, but a tray comes floating out.
Ooh.
No!
No.
What?
It comes straight to Lucky.
The lasagnas come back.
Mine. I usually take the bowl.
Take the whole damn tray of lasagna.
Mm. But that entire time he wasn't eating. He was just staring at the crystal until Vernon provoked this interaction. Now he's like, oh shit, yes, food.
In particular, lasagna
God.
Let the read lasagna.
with a nice,
I'm gonna roll
beautiful
another con
bolognese.
save or
Uh,
something.
Oh, what are you rolling con save for? Curious.
Would it be con or wisdom? I'm gonna do.
Calm down
Okay,
there,
we're good.
Marcel.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Vernon has
shit.
Vernon has not lost his appetite entirely.
Okay.
He sits back down,
Last time?
but kind of hesitates.
Another one of the kumquats come around the room.
Oh my god.
Marcel takes it, pops it back.
Can
He-
Vernon get some fucking ginger tea? Because that's on his brain.
The moment that you think it, a tray comes out with a glass of it. 2 glasses of it, actually. One is a nice little teacup and it's steaming. The other one is in a tall, very ornate, pretty glass with ice cubes throughout.
How? Okay, so the tall one, does it have any space left in it?
I mean, not terribly. I mean, like, there's a straw in it.
There's a straw.
Yeah, so they basically got the option of having your ginger tea as iced tea, sweetened with honey, or hot tea sweetened with honey.
Vernon grabs both of them.
Both of them? Okay. And then the tray fucks off.
And as he goes to drink the tea, he takes out the straw and just chews on it a bit.
It is a paper straw.
It is a paper straw. He spits it out.
Because plastic and polyurethane are not a thing here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just. I assumed it was like some kind of fibrous straw.
I mean, it's kind of fibrous. It is
Mm.
made from a plant material. That's what I mean by
Bamboo
paper.
straws are, I think.
Yeah, fuck it. It's a bamboo straw.
There.
So it's crunchy and fibrous. Some of it gets stuck in between your teeth.
If it's a bamboo straw, probably not gonna chew on it, so never mind. Don't want to destroy any more property than I already have.
He set the glass.
What?
He set the glass.
The glass? Well, we're talking about
Yeah.
the straw.
No, I'm talking about the glass you knocked off.
Oh, you
the
said
table.
except the glass.
Yeah, except the glass.
Yeah, I'm trying not to destroy any more property. I've already destroyed
Yeah.
property.
I'm getting where you guys are both at.
I am at the table dry heaping. I think we know where I am.
So,
Oh, speaking of interesting things, Cal, how far have you tested these crystals of yours?
well, they are a work in progress. But they, I mean, I've been able to pull up memories. He kind of stops and he looks at you. He goes, "It's an awfully pointed question." And the eyebrow
That's an awfully
arches
pointed
even
answer.
higher as he goes, "Have you been doing experiments?" And a slow smile spreads across his face.
I had an idea. I thought I'd try. And it worked.
It worked.
It hurt, but it worked.
And he kind of pauses.
It hurt.
And he sits back in his seat a little bit. He goes, "I mean, I'm going to go on a limb here and assume they're talking about you dug deeper than conscious thought."
Yeah. I thought I'd give that a try as I'm waving like a spoon apart with the lasagna on it.
Interesting.
A bit too close to Vernon.
Not meeting the allegations.
But Cal kind of sits there and goes, "That's interesting. I thought of them doing it that way. I do have some other experiments I wish to do with different gemstones, but I need something much stronger than the quartz crystals I've been working with. Some of those."
Well, I also had another stupid idea.
They ask your idea. Maybe I might be able to see what I can figure out.
Well, if we can look back to memories we no longer possess, Could we look forward to memories we have yet to possess?
That
Like clairvoyance?
that is going to be
Crystal?
far outside of my capacity at this time. I might be able to
I'm pretty
figure
sure.
something out, but
I'm pretty sure delving deep into the subconscious to bring back some of your first memories was beyond your concern as well, but yet you managed to do so. I am quite intrigued by these crystals.
I created a vessel with which to store memories. I did not know what all it was capable of doing until you decided to take a dive.
I may have broke your toy.
You may have, and I'm not mad.
I will say it's not without dangers as well. It made a few blood vessels pop.
And here I was thinking that a few tears were all that were involved.
Oh no, there was blood.
It does
Cell
make
nods.
sense digging that far back, that kind of strain on the mind.
Ebony just kind of hums as they're talking about this.
I'll have to look into it. I'll see what I can figure out.
I
You
would
don't mind-
also
Go
point
ahead.
out it was not a fluke. This was tested twice. With different results.
Well, it makes sense that when delving into the unknown, you don't know what exactly you're going to retrieve. Which is also kind of why I'm a little afraid of getting something that pulls memories that have yet to be.
As
Well-
Totar pulls a ball. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, while that conversation is going on, a tray kind of floats out, stops over by Vernon. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. My best. -1.
Just kumquats
Let's
again.
go.
All right. I need perceptions from anyone who gives a shit.
Oh my
I'll
God,
do it
I
anyway.
I'm gonna do it. Oh wait, hold on. Let me turn
Oh,
off.
I don't want to waste Wiz's inspiration, so I'm going to use it now.
Oh, did
Yeah,
Wiz
you know what?
Oh,
I'll
Wiz
use a
inspired
fucking inspiration
everyone?
too.
Oh, that
Not
was
everyone.
so terrible.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so
I can't see shit.
that's funny. That's funny. That's a downgrade.
Bite me. It's okay.
Wait, did we all get inspirations?
Yes.
You got one. Oh yeah, you got one. Totar got one earlier.
I mean, I already had one.
I haven't used an inspiration since we started, so
Yeah, I already had one. Unless you added one without telling me.
I just added one just now.
Okay.
That would probably have moved the fourth inspiration.
So currently, okay, so I got to put one more there for sorry.
While they're figuring that out,
So-
Ebony's just going to look at Lucky, being like, "Sure, you don't want to talk to a divination wizard?"
Yeah, because but anyway, so Cell, Totar, and Lucky all see as Vernon acquires a fork off the tray. It's just a very surprisingly long-handled fork. I don't think he hit anything, so I don't think it should have made that noise, but
I didn't mean to make that noise, sorry. I was moving stuff around.
It just fit perfect.
that fucking timing was so good. But Jiminy Christmas, that was good. Yeah, divination would definitely be the school of magic involved in enchanting one of these crystals for retrieving memories yet to be obtained, but that that could potentially be very problematic.
That was just an idea.
Because
Because normally, if you can go one way, you can go another.
well, the problem is it hasn't happened yet, and if you already know what's going to happen, you can't really make it not happen. Especially if it's your own memory of what hasn't yet happened. Kind of
As Totar. Oh, go ahead.
locking it in at that point.
Random question: What is Cal eating?
He's finishing up a bowl of stew.
Okay, no, I forgot about. I can't. Never mind. Anyways, Totar on the board. He just said a thing.
As Cal finishes up, he looks over to Cal and he goes, "But what if you made it where there was different possibilities instead of a set one? Fortune tellers tell fortunes all the time, but it gives you a glimpse of what could happen. You can always alter it. So there's different possibilities.
That's
If you have a memory, you could have multiple with different outcomes."
Let's see what I might be able to find out. I might be stretching these simple trinkets a lot farther than their limited magical capacity would allow. See what
I
I might be
mean,
able to
I
figure
did-
out.
I did hear at some point that dreams are supposed to be prophecies of the mind.
Point is, they work as intended.
As you guys mentioned dreams, Dotar perks up slightly. Oh, speaking of dreams, wouldn't it help to retrieve deep memories by putting someone into a dreamlike state when they go to try to achieve it? Would take less stress off mind.
That is a fucking good idea. That is utter genius.
I
You
have
sure you're
moments.
Totar?
Although probably the only caveat to that is you don't want to have somebody dreaming so hard they can never get up.
No, but that's why you do dreamlike state, like a meditation. When you sit and you meditate, your brain relax. Put your mind at ease. Ease allows thought to flow, like opening a gate.
Or smoking a lot of drugs.
So not a complete, so basically they're not asleep. They're just very relaxed.
They're meditating in a form. This device with the crystal would help them get into this state of meditation. Make mind open.
Hate to say it, but the big man has a point.
You kind of
It'd
see
be,
Belle with like a thoughtful look, and she kind of like you see her like do like a little head tilt as she's eating, which she's eating like she has like some bread with butter on there. She has like a little bit of a stew and then some finger foods on there, just kind of like a smorgasbord. And she kind of sits there and she's like, I mean, in my time reading, not particularly my fate, but there are definitely known stories kind of told as warnings of fortune telling going too far into it, trying to change one's destiny, that there are terrible repercussions and any option that person may choose may actually just doom themselves to keep repeating it.
And also of others that speak of when you change one's destiny, you hurt everyone else around you.
That as well. I would tread very carefully trying to look into the future trying
Like
to
I
uncover
said-
what is already known. I mean, that's why we have history and archaeology, but trying to uncover the future doesn't sit well with me.
Oh, I'm not suggesting we go delving face first into the future of things. I'm just saying most gates open both ways. So I'm just saying, if we can go back, what's stopping us going forward? I wasn't suggesting doing it, but I feel like the warning needs to be there nonetheless.
So, while you guys are having this serious conversation, you all watch as Vernon is reaching across the table at an angle with that slightly cartoonishly overlarge fork and is attempting to skewer some of Ebony's surf and turf from her plate.
Pardon.
Just fucking... It looks like he's trying to do it as covertly as possible, but it is painfully clear and obvious to fucking everyone what he's doing as he's reaching that big old freaking Goliath-esque arm across the table.
You actually see Ebony's hair just kind of turn a little bit of a tinge of blue at the bottom, like don't you dare.
Oh, totally.
No, like he's got a fucking fork in like a piece of your steak or whatever.
Vernon is shooting you with shit-eating grin.
You just see her pick up her fork and she just is like, no.
Are we fighting for it?
It is clearly in front of me. It is mine.
I was gonna see what I was gonna do is as it starts getting closer, his fork starts getting closer and closer to it, all of a sudden Totar just waves a finger as the plate starts scooting slowly away from his fork every time he gets closer to it.
If that happens, Vernon is practically laying on top of the table, trying to get extra length.
Oh my god.
He's just like whacking the table a bit around the plate because he's not quite coordinated enough to even hit it with the proper strike.
Valor's going to attempt to grab the fork and yank Vernon and Vernon across the table.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's gonna end well, but
Vernon
go ahead and both you
Probably
guys
not.
roll athletics.
has a death grip on this fork. If you're moving the fork, you're moving Vernon.
Yep.
I want a contested athletics check from each of you guys.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh.
Is that public or what? No.
Private.
Private. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Nope.
I'm using an inspiration.
If you want, go right on ahead. I'll take that.
You know
Yes.
what? Fuck it.
Oh my god.
Dear God.
While that is a much more impressive roll, that is also a much more impressive roll from both of you.
If I win this contest, he's going to try to pull him across the table.
Oh, good.
I'll burn one of my inspirations since we're getting a new one to get fucking Scorpio to roll again.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm rolling again?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I want to see how this tug of war works.
Sure.
I didn't start this chaos, but I'm sure finishing it.
So,
Says the wild surge sorcerer.
Hey, I didn't start this chaos for once.
Lucky didn't start the fire.
Can I put my inspiration towards Vernon?
no, you don't need to.
taking bets.
Towards chaos.
No, you don't need to. We don't need to burn any more inspirations.
Just
Fight for insanity.
Let's just. I'm gonna give you a spoiler here. The only way with what Vernon just rolled, the only way that Valor has a chance is on a nat 20, because you don't instant succeed on nat 20s, but you do get a +5 to reward the nat 20, and that's the only way you're gonna have more than what he rolled.
Yeah.
All right, you're getting pulled across the table, Buster. You hold on to the fork, that is.
So
He's holding on to the fork probably because he's not. What?
I was gonna say you grab onto it, you give it a firm tug, and it's like trying to wrench a bolted shut and bolted, locked metal door. You pull it, and there is absolutely no give. At that point, do you decide to relinquish the fork as you feel tension on the other end of the fork?
No, he's going to continue to pull back, attempt to pull back, but obviously not, and get pulled across the table because I'm here for this fucking chaos.
All right,
Got
so
an even juicier prize. Come here, pretty boy.
Oh my god.
wait, does Vernon actually say that?
God.
Yes.
Oh God!
Oh god.
Oh.
Pepper lifts
Now,
off the chair.
I've
Yeah.
got some meat on the end of this fork.
Oh God! There's laughter everywhere. Like Cal is startled, laughing, kind of pulls Ebony's chair back with her, and if she doesn't grab her plate, he grabs her plate. for
She's
her to bring
holding
it-
on to her plate.
Yeah, he pulls you clear just so that you don't get hit by anything. Pepper takes flight, giggling. You hear
I'm off
some
my chair with the lasagna. I'm
you
protecting
hear,
that.
you hear some serpentine kind of hissing laughter from the pseudo dragon. Some tinkling sounding notes from whichever one of Ebony's fairies she has out. Marcel is cackling away.
Oh my.
And how's Cell reacting to all of this?
She's trying to like back away quietly from the table with the plate in her lap. Like she just wants to eat, man. She was enjoying her bread, dipping it in the stew, and then all of this unfolded, and she's just sitting here watching it, but just trying to stay away from it.
Dinner and a show.
I just get a feeling Cell's just sitting there, that everything, all the chaos is happening around her, and she just hasn't moved, and it just does not touch her.
Like a deer in headlights until it's almost too late to start moving.
Fucking shit. So anyway, as Valor goes flying across the fucking table,
Which is impressive.
he just once he settles, covered in whatever food he went through, he
Of course.
he looks up at Vernon, just frowning and glaring at him before a smile finally cracks over his face and he starts to laugh.
And then you hear a faint whisper, and you recognize the voice immediately as Marcel as he goes, "You should take some of the slop from your shoulder and throw it at his face."
Yeah, oh my god.
And the rest of you, other than Vernon, because Vernon is focused on Valor, see Marcel kind of pointing at Vernon and whispering as he casts message.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh, he was whispering to you because he wants to see it. He thinks that'll be hilarious.
So he's lit, and you mean he's whispering to Valor?
Yeah, he's whispering to Valor, whispering to. Did I say Vernon? I apologize if I did.
Yeah.
He was whispering to Valor, telling Valor to throw some slop that was on his shoulder at Vernon's face. Whispering to him, just grinning ear to ear.
He won't do it immediately. He'll start to get up and collect himself. And as he's dusting off some of the food that's stuck to him now, he'll eventually just grab something, just some random something, and flick it at Vernon.
All right.
I'm not even gonna try to dodge. I'm gonna say that hits Vernon just square in the side of the face.
As it just right across your face. A little bit of like mashed potatoes, gravy, and green beans all in one. A little bit of macaroni and cheese in there too, and probably some cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Yes.
And somehow just
Right.
the head of an asparagus.
Just the head of him. Yes,
That
okay.
little head. Not the rest of the stem, just the tiny little end piece.
Vernon goes to try to wipe it off his face by shoveling what is on his face into his mouth while trying not to laugh, and just reaches over to fucking Valor to try to give him a noogie.
Yeah.
And the whole while, Marcel is just like giggling and clapping like a child watching his favorite show.
Jesus. Valor's just gonna back out of Vernon's grasp and just cross his arms and.
Which, afterwards, Marcel goes, "If you would like, I can tidy up. I can tidy up."
I wouldn't mind that. And he's still smiling. This is the first. He's smiling a lot. Holy shit.
We are finally broken, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
For now, at least.
For now.
For now.
A little bit.
To which Marcel claps his hands, and immediately the food particles that were on you guys is immediately gone. Any food that had been on the ground is immediately gone. And
Beast wines.
well, oh yeah, Beastwood wine.
No.
At which point Marcel claps again, and there's a bowl next to Beast, and all the food scraps that were on people's faces, bodies, armors, the floor, the table, it's all in the bowl. And it's not on the ground yet, it's right next to you, Totar, so you can elect whether or not you want Beast to have it or not. Not
Maybe
good.
the floor. It's his food.
Hi, where'd my lasagna go?
If it hit the ground, it's in the bowl.
Did it hit the ground? Oh.
We can get more.
But all the plates and stuff that you had toppled over in the process are back in their places, filled with food again.
Oh, my lasagna.
Almost like, it's almost as if the onslaught never actually happened, but the memory, and you can still feel that warmth of Samo's here.
Oh no.
Oh, come on!
I love that's how he announces his presence.
Son of a whore.
The man's nothing if not consistent.
Yeah.
But yes, it's almost as though the raw chaos of what happened never happened, but the memory, the sensation of the slop hitting your cheek, all of it is there. At which point, Marcel looks to Cal and goes, "If I may be so bold, I liked your crystals. So," and he places his hands together, almost like in a prayer pose, and then parts his hands like a book, and you see a small collection of crystals, each one hanging on a little pendant, or on a chain. And he offers them out to you, and you see each one floating to each one of you. He goes, "Please hold a memory of this from me to you, of this night, of this time with each other."
Oh.
And you see as another one of that matches all of the ones that he sent to each of you settles around his neck as well.
Aww.
Hmm.
Nice. This is definitely worth remembering.
It's one of the few times Marcel isn't being a super chaos gremlin.
I mean, it's because we did it for him.
Yes,
No,
there was chaos,
we were
and he
his-
loved every bit of it.
We were his entertainment.
Yes. He's paying for services rendered.
You know what? If you have like a benevolent eldritch entity that is your benefactor, you should at least try to be entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
He,
Not saying that that's the whole reason I did this.
it was in the works for a while.
Oh yes. This actually perfectly lined up with how I wanted it to be.
This has all been beautiful. I've loved every last bit of this. But as the night wears on, eventually the table arrangement changes as the main dishes kind of filter out, dissipating, and then some pies appear, puddings, treats, all kinds of different delicacies. You know, you think of it, there's a tray of it that comes out. Tiramisu, like you name it. Biscuits and coffee.
That sounds good.
That was directed primarily at Lucky.
Oh yeah, he would definitely take the biscuits and coffee.
There's two different kinds of coffee. There's the fully loaded kind for people that need to go fast and then crash hard at this hour. And decaf. Want to actually go to sleep. But eventually Marcel will bid you all a farewell, as he says, as the hour grows late, I will leave you to your own devices and let you find your own quarters in which to slumber. Rest well, for tomorrow will not be an easy day for any of you. But I believe you have a chance. I believe in you. And there's a soft smile on his face as he says this. Not the usual pseudo-manic, almost grin that he normally wears.
Oh.
Is the most docile expression you've seen him wear. As he typically almost always seems to be sitting on the verge of maniacal cackling.
Valor will take the chain, crystal and chain, and tie the crystal that he has already to the chain with a little leather tongue and put it over his neck. Improvised, just putting both of them together until he can actually do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, quite literally, the size of the memory in the crystal he gave you is the only memory that will fit on that crystal, because it is a chunky memory, because it is literally the night. Like, from the time that the first of you entered into the banquet hall until it's actually still technically recording. It's literally the entire night until you all separate to head to your own sleeping chambers.
We basically all have to just be separated. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Seriously, you're putting a bounty on me?
Oh my god.
Lucky's
That's
last meal.
terrifying.
Which one of us is Judas?
It's the creator.
Eventually, Valor is going to find his way back to his seat and take out the same flute that Ebony saw in the memory and attempt to play a song. I don't know if he has proficiency in it. Wait, I think he does, actually. Hold on.
What kind of song?
Just a little melody. Nothing... nothing too grandiose, just something relaxing.
You have
Not a song.
proficiency.
Like you want to get up
Yeah.
And it'll be charisma based.
Oh, neat.
Click on it, there will be a drop down. Select charisma. Yes, it quite literally play the song that he played for you all in that memory. And you play it so vividly and so flawlessly. It does bring a bit of a tear to your eye. And you know that should you conjure their images, you feel like his wouldn't be as aggressive after that performance you just put on. You quite literally played so well that you even brought a measure of peace to his fallen soul.
Could I conjure Phoenix bow just in the same ethereal state that it was when it was with just him and Ebony?
Yes.
I will do that.
So while he's playing, you guys see this bow, this ethereal bow, just kind of manifest, and it starts to shimmer and kind of break apart like an inky mass in water, just kind of polluting outwards before recoalescing into this. I'm picturing you kind of do it as you start playing and you realize, oh, I'm in the zone. I'm going to keep playing. I kind of want him here for this.
Yeah.
So you guys watch as this ethereal image of the half elf that you guys helped him cremate shortly after you first met him is kind of sitting there looking very disgruntled, very angry, very aggressive. But then, like the fist slowly lowers. Eventually, he doesn't seem like he's yelling anymore. And he kind of folds his arms across his chest, and his shoulders start to eventually lower and loosen. The stance is still fairly closed off, but he doesn't seem quite as angry anymore. He's still tense. The spirit is still angry that it's a spirit, but it seems to be actually tangibly, keenly aware that you truly haven't forgotten them. He just watches on in silence as you play. And for the record, for everyone listening, that was a 26 performance on the flute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was a high roll.
It was beautiful. Like, there's tears. Cal is actually wiping tears from his eyes.
Shoulder rub, it's okay.
Ebony's probably focusing on Cal so she doesn't cry.
Yeah, Vernon would be
You gotta
trying
keep
not
the
to cry.
tears in.
You get back in there.
What were you saying, Vernon?
Sorry, what was that?
I was asking what you were saying.
No, I said Vernon would be trying not to cry.
He's not audibly crying, but there's a couple of sniffles and a couple of real quick flicks of his hand as he's wiping. No, that tear doesn't need to be on that cheek. No, that tear can get off that cheek. So, I will say, as you close out your nights, I'm going to kind of nudge this forwards a little, and you all head to your respective rooms. All of the rooms are in the same kind of vicinity, so you guys do walk together and then start filing into separate rooms. Before you head into your room, Vernon, I don't know who else accompanies you to that point, but Cal does, and he stops and puts a hand on your shoulder. He says, I don't know. Honestly, I hope I never do fully understand the pain you're going through, but know that I want to do what I can to help you shoulder the burden you're carrying.
Do you mean Valor?
Yeah, Valor. She says it to Valor. God damn it, V names. Fuck. Fuck.
It's okay. We understand it.
It's like I don't even have an excuse for when I kept calling Evany Cell and Cell Evany. Like there's no
Yeah.
excuse
Literally,
there.
you really didn't for those two, besides they both are females.
That
Yeah.
you're both Genasi's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, one's blue.
Why are you?
No.
Valor just looks over his shoulder and puts a hand on the hand that's on his shoulder and nods. I don't know if you want to bear this, but I appreciate the thought. I wouldn't wish this on anyone.
Still, you don't have to suffer it alone. And he kind of gives your shoulder a little bit of a squeeze and then nods and turns the head on. He'll take a few steps and then stop and wait for Evany.
Can you repeat that for 2 seconds? I looked at what Samuel was saying.
After he, which part did you miss?
The part where he just left Valor.
Okay, he gives Valor, says, just know that you don't have to do this alone.
Yeah, that I heard.
Squeezed his shoulder, walked a few steps down, and then turned and waited for Evany.
Oh, okay. She'll probably like walk with him to his room, not into his room, but to his room.
Oh, he walks you to yours, but
Oh, look, a lady can be classy and walk a man to his room.
That's some kind of hint.
he kind of. All right, so before we wrap that part up, Totar,
Yeah.
what are you doing to wrap up the night before you head to a room?
Well, Totar enjoyed the wonderful festivities, laughed good and heartedly. As everybody starts moving, he gets up, beast, and starts wandering, looking for a room. Doesn't do much else of anything. He said his piece. He enjoyed the show. Now it's time for a good rest because outside of this place is scary.
Yeah.
I think he wanted more from me.
No, that's good.
Oh,
As you pick your room, you head in. Beast lopes in after you, and coincidentally, conveniently, because of the magic of this place, the room that you go into, there is a massive. There's the big bed, complete with some steps that go up to it, so Beast can easily climb up onto the bed without having to jar his joints too much.
As I look down, I watch Beast walk up, pampered ass.
And the moment you lay down, he flumps on you.
Aww.
I cuddle him like a teddy bear.
Aww.
Aww.
After there's been something pushed up against the door so no one can come in. This is my room.
There's a key. You can lock the door.
What's the key?
Good point.
It's
I
not,
forgot this is Totar.
That's what.
it's
that's
not a key.
what
It's got a
most
deadbolt latch, though.
Yeah.
Most used key.
But definitely latches, flops on, wraps Beast up, speaks to him a little bit as he scratched behind the ears and slowly slumbers away.
That room's gonna stink in the morning. They are both gonna fart like crazy.
Hell yeah, we are. I got one better.
Well, I'm
Bunch of barking spiders in there. Jesus.
No,
oh good God, I'm in the next room. Oh no.
All right. So speaking of Lucky, how do you wrap up your night?
Lucky will remain downstairs for a little bit, drinking a little bit more coffee. But once everyone's not there, he's just gonna constantly repeat the memory over and over again.
Like you're gonna play
And
the
he's
memory?
You're gonna play the memory just
All right.
again and again.
Real quick, before you commit to playing the memory, I need you to roll me a perception check. So,
That's fitting.
as you're sitting there, you look around, you believe you're alone. Pull out the crystal, kind of thumb it a little bit, running your thumb along it, contemplating. And you feel a hand on your shoulder, a very small hand.
Bleh.
And Pepper is standing on the arm of the chair with her hand on your shoulder. She kind of looks at you for a moment. She goes, "Care for a little bit of company? Nothing unsavory, just some company."
Sure. You want to see what I found?
She kind of ponders for a moment. She goes, if you wish to share it," and she kind of slides down the arm of the chair, kind of sits on your right thigh.
I should pull over the pot of coffee, pour her a small cup,
A thin
Con-
one.
hand it to her.
Conveniently,
Well-
as she sits down, as you pull the coffee pot over, a tray comes out with a appropriately sized glass.
Oh, thank you. Pour some coffee, give her a biscuit. Then I start playing the memory.
She like leans into you, kind of her wings kind of fold and tuck. She kind of nestles in for a bit, and when it clicks what the memory was, she kind of reaches up and puts a hand on your chest, and you feel her kind of grab your jacket just a little bit for support, as you know the emotional toll of what she's watching kind of washes over her, and she realizes how heavy this memory is that you're sharing with her. She just kind of sits in dumbfounded silence.
Do you know what is silly about this whole situation? Until I never really thought about who my parents are, who they were, who they could have been. But now, curiosity might kill this cat.
She kind of stands up, tiny little feet kind of perched in between your legs as she's staring you in the face. She reaches up, puts a hand on each of your cheeks, and she goes, "We'll just have to try to see if we can avoid that outcome." Then she'll reach out and gently boop you on the nose. She goes, "You don't have to suffer through it alone. There's people who give a shit about you now." And that same motion that she booped your nose, she reaches under and scritches your chin, and then kind of sits back, turns and settles back in against you, and just kind of stays there with you until you are ready to stop watching your memory and head to bed.
But there's one more memory. As it flicks back to that other memory I was placing in there.
She kind of sits and she goes,
You dirty bird.
She goes, I mean,
You two horny birds.
I have a very busy day tomorrow.
I mean, you could give me pointers on what I was doing wrong.
At that point, she
Or doing right.
hops up, flitters her wings, grabs you by the jacket, pulls you to your feet, and will guide you down the hall. It's been long enough that you two are the last ones probably to make it to a bedroom.
So as she drags me away, there's a split second of you just seeing the chair and the crystal still playing. Then Paul goes, grabs the crystal. It disappears.
Oh, God.
Thank God you took that crystal. I don't think any of us wanted to wake up to that tomorrow.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'm crying. Oh. Oh my God. Oh.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Roll me a con save.
Sure. Fuck it, here we go again.
Oh god.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Inspiration, using it.
All right, because I think you do
Don't
have
forget, you
one
have-
floating.
There we
Oh,
go. That's better.
there we go. All right. Now.
Did you take the bane though?
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, roll. Hey,
Damn it.
that's still pretty good. All right. Now roll me a performance.
Damn you, Samo.
Hey, at least you don't have
That
Bane
is
on this
personal.
one.
You're getting it away. Performance, you said. Oh, god damn it.
You know what? I will actually give you advantage because you did ask specifically for pointers.
Okay,
Okay.
that's better. I like that one.
There we go. There we go. Okay. I will reveal the outcome of all that in the morning.
Well, there's no fruit involved this time. Well,
It's
maybe.
there.
Pretty sure you're both fruits.
I mean,
Well, to be fair, we can conjure whatever we want inside that place. So.
every once in a while, you guys don't know how it works. Anybody that happens to go out into the hall at all in the night to try to go to the bathroom before everybody actually goes to sleep. Every once in a while, you see a tray kind of go floating by with, like some
Lube.
grapes and strawberries and wine, and it comes up and it phases through one of the doors and then floats out empty.
Is that whipped cream?
You can't tell me one of those doesn't have some sort of lube on there.
Knowing Marcel, he probably has a stock.
No, there's some in every room.
Oh,
Oh God.
Hey, listen, he
Ronan
makes
walks
sure
away
that
with
his
his bike like
guests
he
can
did.
take care of themselves if they need to.
Oh, this must be armor oil. As the
I think
slippery
Oh, no.
night is created.
he comes out in the morning, his armor's all covered in lube.
It just fucking,
He is the
Rolling around on
slickest
the
knight
couch.
who ever was.
it just fucking slips on it and is just not able to get back up because anytime he tries to push himself up, he slips again.
Oh, God.
Every time he moves, he just slides a little further across the floor.
It could be the cha-cha slide night.
Anyways,
I'm just picturing Cell pockets it only because she thought it had a really good viscosity for gears.
it disappears when you leave the building. But anyways,
Oh,
so
Side tangents aside.
so Vernon, Vernon, what are you
Yes.
doing to wrap up your night?
So
Are any of the
Early-
players or NPCs that you want to speak with before you leave the halls to go to bed?
no, you mentioned the snowy area,
One,
as one of the rooms was.
yes, one of the rooms does have a view of a mountainous, snowy area.
Yes.
So
There's actually a couple
Vernon-
of options like that. One's more mountainous, one's a little bit more tundra, one looks like farmland that's just snowed over. Even.
man, that's a toss up between the farmland and the mountainous one. I think the mountainous one looks the most like home. But Vernon heads to the door with the mountainous tundra and just doffs his armor, trying to enjoy the nice cold weather as he's been cooped up in that cooking armor for all this time, not even bothering to take it off for dinner. But as he finds a nice spot to sit, he unwraps that memory crystal that he was provided, and when his fingers initially turn to touch it, it starts to go a stark red. But as he thinks about it a little longer, it becomes a more mellow, pearlescent white. A sort of melancholy color as he tries to think back about home.
Started with a bad memory and then switched to a better one.
Yeah.
Like it. Like it. Share that memory another time. Cell.
So, I would say, like, kind of. I would imagine she's probably leaving around the same time Ebony does. And. Sorry, words. Like, she kind of, like, quietly gestures to. Or she quietly gets, like, Ebony's attention. Whether it's, like, a little soft wave or, like, just kind of like a quick tap on the shoulders. And she shows her the memory crystal she made with Lucky and like the soft purple hue, and she's like, do you have a moment?
I have a little bit of time. What do you need, Sel? You usually aren't the one to just poke me super often.
No, I have something to show you. And you kind of see her, like, her hands are like nervously around the crystal a little bit.
Ebony just places her hands on Celeste. And it's okay. It's okay.
But I would imagine then probably Celeste would lead them to a room.
Aww.
Probably just aimlessly leads them to like a room.
Yeah, there's plenty of rooms, like quite easily. Just traveling a few more steps down the hall, there's doors that open, and any of them that serves your purpose.
And Ebony will just be like, "Yeah, I'll be right back."
And she shows Ebony the memory.
Do you want to show just her, or do you bring Cal or no?
I didn't know, so.
You know what? I think Cell would understand and would probably be okay with Cal joining.
Alright, so then yes, you would follow.
As Ebony's watching the memory, she kind of just squats down a little bit, kind of like, you know how when you sometimes just put your hand, like your head into your hands with like your fingers kind of just, how do you say, like curled? She's kind of just watching this memory, and she's just like, "Aw, I kind of remember this.
Yeah.
Look at how little we were."
I remember when we were first talking, and at the mage tower, and I remember I liked you then, and I couldn't put a finger on why. And you just felt familiar.
You did too. Even though I think both of our respective, well, for me it was Aldris, and you it was player brains. Just like I have to look at my notes.
Tink Crank, Xanric, Tink Crank.
Yep, Xanric. I remember them introducing us to each other because it was just like, you two need friends. And then we just were kind of inseparable then. We were a little older though, but.
And she nods, and then she then reaches into her pack, and she grabs the book she grabbed earlier.
Can you remind me which book it was?
It was the Tangled in His Vines.
Entangled, like the spell
Entangled.
like entangling roots.
I know that spell. I mean, I know entangling smite.
Ebony just is like looking at the book, also looking at her book. She kind of just put.
I never saw that book.
She just.
Nobody saw the book.
Yeah.
You know,
No, she
just
barely
kind
saw the book.
Ebony just knows it's smut. But she kind of just puts a very, very, like, strong, like, I know Ebony's not the strongest person, but it's kind of like this firm little, like, hand on the shoulder. She's been doing that a lot lately. And then it kind of goes to just patting Sel on the head. If you have any questions, just ask.
No, it's for you.
Oh, for me. Oh. How did you get this?
Sel has like this little small grin.
Well, if Ebony was a dragon, we'd know what she'd collect.
I think we already established that one.
We
Yeah.
did.
That's already canon.
Yeah.
She just kind of like takes the book because like this thing's gonna disappear by the morning, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well,
Most likely.
this thing is either legitimate or it's gonna disappear in the morning. She's like, I'm gonna try to read this to get to sleep, and also probably make a note of it.
Sel just nods. She's like, I don't partake in your hobby, but I want to support your hobby.
I know what
Like,
you
that's
like, and I just want to
how-
support you because I love you.
The character.
Smile
You
and
go.
nod. The smile and nod's trying to convey. She's like, I don't know what you want out of it, what you need out of it, but I'm here for you.
This is gonna sound like I'm copying Marcel right now, but it's entertainment.
Oh, I'm sure he would like that.
Good stuff. Oh.
And then for the second time today, which Sel doesn't do this, she hugs Ebony as well.
Ebony, unlike Lucky, even though Ebony didn't see Lucky, obviously,
Yeah.
like, and you also can tell because she's a fire ganassi, like, it is a very warm hug. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Lucky might have the fur, but like, Ebony's just naturally warm, and she's like just giving Sel this nice, warm, fuzzy hug,
Yeah.
but
I
not
have a
actually fuzzy.
I have a feeling, if anything, Sel would probably be like cool to the touch, given that she's an air genasi. Which that doesn't sound fun, personally. But I have a
I mean,
feeling
the
that
other guy's sod and wet all the time, so I think that's better.
yeah.
Lots of the water genasi. They're always up for
They're always wet.
it.
I mean, I was about to say, and the Earth Ganassi are always hard, but I'm done.
Rawr.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Oh my
So-
god.
so as Sal is established in her room and ready to go to bed, and Cal walks Evany down the hall a little further, at the door that she selects to be her room, Cal takes both of her hands in his. He goes, I shared the crystals today for two reasons. One, I hoped that Vernon would get good use out of it, considering everything he's gone through. So
But
wanted
done
to,
again.
Except for him again.
Vernon or Valor.
damn it, I wanted Valor to.
I mean, both are correct.
yeah.
True.
I mean, yeah. I wanted Valor to get use out of it. It seems like it did. But I also wanted it to open up an avenue for a good excuse for me to give you this. And as he releases your hands, you realize that he slipped something into your hands. It's another memory crystal. So this one, you see, it is ornate, it is decorated, it is encapsulated by gold, gold plating
fancy.
on each end, and it's framed, it's encased, it's designed to be put onto a chain. In fact, it actually has a chain.
Ebony's hair is starting to turn a very bright pink. All of it.
And with that, he sits there and he goes, and now, before I lose what little nerve I have left, he puts both hands on your shoulder, leans forward, and gives you a kiss right at the top of the crown of your head, and right at the hairline, and then stiffly turns and walks away, like somebody rammed a coat rack under his shirt.
Her hair literally. Oh, go ahead.
And,
You
like
go
he
first.
walks very stiffly, turns the corner just as stiff, and you hear his foot stride a couple more in that same marching cadence, and then he sprints.
Awesome.
But treat her right. Her dad's an arcane shotgun.
What you don't see is he's sprinting down the hallway with both hands on his face, blushing furiously.
Oh, so Ebony's hair is still pink, and then it goes stark white for a good second or two because of what she realized what happened. Goes pink again, and then before she even goes to her room to actually see what's in this this very ornate memory crystal, which, to be honest, she's like, this better not be a proposal just yet. She just runs back to Celeste's room, and she's almost pounding on the door.
She's just open up.
So in the middle of her just start, or not in the middle, but just starting her prayer, just jolts, and she goes to the door, and she's like, what?
She just goes into the room and shuts the door. I got a smooch. Compared to Lucky.
I was about to say, through the wall when you say, I got a smooch. So do I.
Oh my god.
And then also through the door you hear, and we're not telling where.
Oh no.
I think I need to change rooms.
You know what? That might not be a bad idea.
Slumber party.
And on the other side, Valor, all you hear is, so did I. And we're not telling where.
Oh my god.
The fuck? Imagine that.
Probably just oh god.
I'm not going to investigate. I'm not going to investigate. I'm not going to investigate. I'm not going to investigate.
And then he goes and investigates. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna adult.
Cheeks
I'm an
hurt.
adult. I'm an adult. I'm an. Oh, fuck it. What's going on?
Oh. Mm.
Her cheeks
I was
hurt.
debating. I was debating that entire time. Like, that you guys have this such serious moment. I was gonna have the door open. It's like, will you two stop flirting? Get a fucking move on. But I didn't want to interrupt it.
Oh my
Oh my god. But I think after everything calms down, she's like, I do have this crystal to watch, and she kind of just shows it off to Celeste a little bit. I have no idea what's on here though.
Ooh.
Go ahead, you go first.
I was gonna say that's shiny.
Considering how well and ornate this is, I have a feeling it's a very, very important memory that I probably should watch tonight.
I think you should.
And as it's currently in your possession, you decide where, when, and how you want to watch it.
You know what? Like, just because she doesn't know what's on it and she doesn't, like, even though she does trust Celeste, she probably goes back to her own room first to watch it by herself. And
No.
she lets Celeste go back to her prayers.
All right, so I had this all written out, and I'm just not sure how to translate
no.
it into a memory, because I had it written out for one way, and then this came up, and I was like, this would be a fun way to do it. So I will leave it to. I'm going to be playing it from his vantage point, because it is his vantage point, including his own inner monologue, but I will let you all use your own creative thinking for the visuals of all of his outward manifestations of the thoughts he's having. But this memory, as it opens up, you recognize it starting off in the Mage's Tower, where Cal often would work on various crafting projects, because Oladris had a lot of very useful arcane tools that made it a little bit easier for him to cut gems, shape gems without while minimizing the risk of damaging them irreparably and minimizing waste. And also he took full advantage of it because it gave him an excuse to be in proximity of you. But
Nice.
he hadn't meant to stop working that evening. Not with the backlog of commissions, not with the quiet shame of being the jeweler's son still prickling his pride, but the balcony of the Mage's Tower had been calling him. The salt mist breeze and lantern lights swaying on ropes. He stepped outside just to clear his head. There she was. You see in the memory, you see yourself. Standing at the railing, a little further down. Your hair spilling like molten copper in the sea wind. Your skin glowing with the ember warmth of your Genasi blood. You were staring out at the ocean, muttering to yourself as you were tracing figures in the air, different runes, different glyphs for different spells, little experiments that you were, little exercises to keep your arcana limber. And he quietly watched you. He loved watching you do that, though he never ever had admitted it out loud. And you were completely absorbed in that moment, in your magic, in the formulas flitting behind your eyes. He was awestruck at just how completely powerful you felt in that moment. How completely you were. And he's leaning against the door frame, watching you, unnoticed at this point, arms crossed. And A fisherman's bell clangs in the harbor, startling a flock of white gulls into flight. And you turn sharply, ready to cast some kind of defensive spell out of reflex. And when you saw it was only birds, you relaxed and kind of chuckled to yourself. That was a bit of an overreaction. But you see something that, while you remember this memory, you don't remember all of his reactions in that moment, as his body kind of shifts as something hits him. Not like a strike of lightning, not like, getting hit by a hammer. Something quiet, something warm. Like finding the right setting for a gem he hadn't even realized he'd been carrying around. Your laugh, sorry, fading back into the rushes of waves. You realize, viewing this memory from his view, it echoes, it lingers. And you knew in that sudden breathless certainty that he wasn't just watching you because you were dazzling or skilled, quite literally from a world of flame. He was watching you because everything in him wanted to move closer.
Aww.
Stand at your shoulder. To be a part of whatever future you were imagining while you were tracing glowing sigils into the air. That's when you noticed him. I call out to him, how long have you been creeping there? Oh, just a minute. He quite clearly lied. You didn't know then, but you knew now. And at that point, you kind of call him over because the tide's pulling in. You always loved watching as the tide came in and the shoreline shrank, and just the topography of the bay just kind of altered just so. Especially with the sun setting behind you, changing the way that the light danced across the waves. So he joins you at the railing. Salt wind kind of tangling your hair. The ocean glowing blue with the first hints of dusk. And you bumped his shoulders just like you've done dozens of times. Harmless, friendly gesture. But unfortunately for him, his heart has already changed. He hasn't told you yet. Up until this moment, he still hadn't. That was the moment, standing on that worn balcony in Woolport, listening to the gulls and the waves, and your soft, unconcerned humming. That's when Cal realized he was in love. Quietly, completely, probably forever. That is where we will end tonight's session.
This
My
is
cheeks are really red.
What was that, Vernon?
So this was a good session.
I appreciate that. I had a lot of fun. I had some other stuff planned as contingencies. I'm glad I didn't have to tap into those, because this was a lot more satisfying to roleplay with you guys for.
I'm so fucking glad you let me take the fork.
He's been talking to me about this pork for weeks, guys.
I
For
wanted to
weeks.
create a telescopic fork for this person.
Don't worry. You and Cell will be able to eventually.
I plan my shenanigans. I literally have a chat in my own private Discord where I have entire lines of shenanigans prepared.
And he has already asked me about a lot of them to make plans to make them happen.
There's way more than you know about. Josie knows about some of them,
Yeah.
But,
like the schnitzel stand.
oh god,
Oh God.
I'm scared about that.
What the
But
fuck?
No. Oh my God.
Don't say it. She's terrible with
not.
secrets. But still.
A schnitzel stand. What the?
I love and hate it in equal parts.
Oh, good. It'll
But-
be glorious watching it.
I want to thank you guys for playing with me tonight. I want to thank everyone in chat for popping in. On this note, I'm going to get ready to wrap up the stream, hunt for a raid target, and I will be back in voice chat with you guys shortly. If you guys want to chat a bit more about everything, I really want to hear all your thoughts about everything that went down.
Yes.
That I will be right back. I'm going to deafen for right now. Once again,
Good
I
night,
gotta get
guys.
going.
thank you guys for playing with me.
Thank you for running, but I do gotta get to bed. I gotta get up here in about 4 hours. So.
Oh yeah, good night. Goodbye, sir.
Thanks for
Good night.
sticking around.
Only 4 hours.
But yes, thank you guys very much. Thank you, Wiz, for popping in. Samo for coming in with the Banes. Wiz for all the blesses, or not blesses, all the inspirations. So yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for popping in. Thank you, Kajix, for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. I did throw out a shout out for anybody that wants to see. Oh man, and I got an ad coming in, so we're just gonna raid out. I'm gonna drop the follow raid and sub raid messages, but let's get going. Let's see here. For anybody that isn't or that is subbed, we are going to raid out to 0 XP official, because they, much like us, are currently doing Dungeons and Dragons. So, follow raid, and go ahead and copy whichever one applies to you. We're going to raid out, and yeah, I will see you guys. I want to say tomorrow night, or technically tonight, seeing as it is currently Tuesday. We've got some more repo we're going to do tonight. And yeah, the next several streams are pretty much going to be exclusively repo while we figure out what the next non-Dungeons & Dragons regular stream event is going to be. It's going to be 7 Days to Die. We're just figuring out the logistics of who's going to be playing in it and so on and so forth. That said, thank you guys for hanging out. Stay safe, choose kindness, and until next time, stay weird, my friends.